Hello and welcome to Metal Vice, a podcast where we talk about all things music.
Well, the things we care about.
That's right, which is mainly metal music and live music. I'm your host, Brian, joined the other host,
Karen.
And this might be a long episode here.
Yes, probably.
If you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about Black Sabbath Back to the Beginning.
Yep.
We were fortunate enough to get tickets for this. So,
we were, yes.
Super grateful that we were able to do that and get over there to see the show. A phenomenal time, amazing, and yeah, we're gonna spend a few minutes here, or lots of minutes,
probably a couple hours,
talking about our thoughts on this.
Yeah, which are all positive.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, getting into spoilers, yes, all positive.
Well, you were kind of like shared our thoughts on this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it started in February. We woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
so I was trying to figure out how to start this. And I guess buying the tickets was where to start it. And even before that, it was announced. And you were in the office that day. And I remember seeing the announcement and like, holy fuck, this is awesome. And I guess real quick, the announcement of the bands that were going to be there at the final show on July 5th in Villa Park in Birmingham, England, was obviously Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. This is supposed to be their last show together, Ozzy Osbourne with the original members.
Yep.
And Ozzy's last performance himself. So, Geezer, Tony, Ozzy, and Bill were all going to get together and just, final show
do their last show.
Them,
yep.
Which is fucking awesome. And then also in support, we have Metallica, Guns N' Roses. I don't think Guns N' Roses was initially announced. There were a couple bands that were added later.
A little bit later, yeah.
I think Guns N' Roses was one of them.
I think so.
Tool, Slayer, Pantera, Gojira, Alice in Chains, Hellstorm, Lamb of God, Anthrax, Mastodon, and Rival Sons, with a fuck ton of other performances by so many other people.
Yeah, like big names in the industry. So
so we're not going to list all of them out here. Well, if you're listening to this, you can find it online, or you probably already know who it is.
Yeah, everybody probably knows already.
If you're watching it, we're going to throw up the flyer that they have, which is sort of like the show poster and whatnot. Also hosted by Jason Momoa.
Right.
Which we'll talk about that too, I guess, here in a little bit. But yeah, so it was announced, and I saw it. You were in the office, as I said, and I sort of texted you jokingly like, hey, so are we going to England this year, or are we going to do our road trip?
Yes. Yep.
Because, we're recording this on July 11th, Friday night. Next week, we are going to Incarceration.
Yes.
So the idea was we were going to do a road trip from Chicago to Incarceration, stopping in a new city every night to see hopefully a live show. Yeah,
to see a different show in every city. Yep.
Yeah.
And we were going to leave like either tonight or tomorrow for that road trip. Yep. So that was our original plan.
And so we have a encore episodes that's going to be out soon, soon.
Next week, I think.
Sometime it'll be out here shortly, where we talk about that whole process and sort of where that idea came from. And all of that. But anyway.
And why we didn't do it this year.
Yes. So, and this is it, because I was joking with you like, hey, are we going to go to England, or do you want to keep the road trip? And you were like, I'd like to go to England, but we're not going to do that, or something.
Well, yeah, because at first I didn't know like what you were talking about. So I was like, well, obviously I'm going to pick England over a road trip, but why?
Yeah. And then I sent you the list of this. You're like, holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah. But then we were kind of like, but it's not going to happen, so we'll just keep the road trip.
Yeah, it was always in my mind that there's no fucking way we're going to be able to go to this. First off, the tickets are going to be outrageously expensive.
That's what we thought, yeah.
So we won't be able to even afford it, so fuck that. Plus, also getting there.
The travels aspect,
They hadn't announced a live stream, but everybody basically knew they were going to do one, hoped they were going to do one.
I knew that they would do a live stream.
You had hoped, but you don't know until it's announced.
I don't know. I guess,
I could also see him not doing it potentially, but at the same time, I could see them definitely doing it, and they did. So, but our thought was like, we'll watch the live stream, and I'd be happy enough doing the live stream.
Yeah.
But then you got home, we sort of talked about it and whatnot, and we're like, well, we could make this work. We could skip the road trip. We were going to go to August Burns Red or Christmas Burns Red in December. We opted, like, all right, if we got tickets, we're not going to do that. There were a few other trips we're hoping to make, or smaller trips and whatnot.
Yeah, just smaller things around here as well.
And even other shows, we're like, well, all right, we stopped buying tickets for shows during this period because there's a lot announced that we wanted to go to. And it's like, well, let's see what we can afford after we do this. Yeah. So the thought was, okay, let's just attempt to get tickets. And if we're lucky enough to get tickets, we'll solve the rest of the problem, the flight, the lodging, all of that afterwards.
Yeah.
So
we'll figure out everything else.
Yeah. So we got the Metallica pre-sale code, the first pre-sale they had.
Yeah.
The artist
it was
pre-sale.
like on Tuesday, right?
I can't remember exactly.
I can't remember either, but it was the first day that they announced, or that they started the pre-sale.
There was an artist pre-sale. There was like next day was like a Live Nation pre-sale, and then maybe like a credit card pre-sale.
Yeah.
And then like general sale or something like that.
And we had thoughts of doing every single day. So
attempting to. Yeah.
And this is getting up at 3:00 in the morning. Well, it went on sale at 4:00 our time here in Chicago.
But I wanted to get up at 3, so I was wide awake and ready to logged in and all of that shit.
Yeah.
So we did that. Got up at 3, logged in. We're also putting a vlog together. We recorded all of that.
Yeah.
So that will be the beginning of that vlog.
So you could probably see me cry getting the tickets.
And got in. Pre-sale started. We got maybe like 9,000 or something in the queue.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember exactly, but it was pretty high up.
And it was like, fuck. And we were even like talking about like, all right, what's our hypothetical limit that we were going to spend?
Right. Like how much money would we spend on a ticket?
And the idea was like, we're not going to spend over $1,000 a ticket. Can't afford that.
Yeah, of course.
So we're going to be in the nosebleeds because there's no way GA is going to be under $1,000.
Yeah.
And basically just grab whatever you can. So we finally got in. Our turn was up to buy. We were through the queue.
Yeah, kind of. So you'll see it in the vlog, but it kind of went down fast. So like all of a sudden it went from like we were like 7,000 to like 1,000. Like it happened pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't remember the jumps all that much.
Oh, I feel like I did.
Do you?
Like,
okay.
Yeah, I just feel like it went like really, really quick.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, it's all sold out.
Okay.
That was my original thought.
Yeah, I can't remember that detail in particular. I haven't watched that bit of the vlog for a while.
Well,
I don't remember either.
That's just my memory.
Yeah. Anywho, we get through the queue, and again, I can't remember if we knew ahead of time that there were 2 GA sections, like the gold circle or...
Yeah, that's a good question. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I think we did know that.
Yeah, I think somebody had leaked the like setup of how it was.
Or shown what it was.
Or like what they thought it was.
Like the Villa Park, the football club, I think got early access or some shit like that, so they probably showed it or something like that.
Not sure how that all happened, but I think we did know that there was front and back. So
yeah, and so again, we didn't think we were going to get GA anyway, but we... get in, we see they still have the peasant GA, I'm going to call it. You have the gold circle GA and the non-gold circle.
Yeah, just the general admission.
Still had some of those left, and we clicked on the prices for those, and they were actually pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I want to say like 280 pounds. I can't remember the pounds.
I can't remember the pounds either. It's in the video we talked about. I did the screenshot of it and everything, so that's going to be in the vlog. I can't remember the pounds either, but it wasn't all that unreasonable, right? I didn't think.
I didn't think so either, especially for this,
like
for
this
caliber
lineup
of show and like for everything that was going on. I didn't think it was bad.
Right, and they were limiting you to 2 tickets a person, a household, I think actually, a household.
Yeah, like a sign-on.
Maybe I can't remember if it was person or household, whatever. It was limited to 2 tickets to try to reduce scalping. If you were going to resell, you could, but at the face value, you can't sell it for more or less. It's face value.
Yep.
Boom. Maybe less. I don't know.
Anywho, yeah, I'm sure less, but
I don't think anybody would.
No.
Anywho,
it's you can't buy them and then mark them up to like $10,000 or whatever. Like people do. So.
And like I was saying, it seemed not unreasonable because we had just looked at like System of a Down.
Oh yeah.
And they're doing the same sort of split GA, and I want to say it was $400 to $600 for that back GA price.
I didn't think it was. I think that was for both of us to see the show.
No, it was almost $1,000 for that. I think.
Was it? Oh
I
my
can't remember. I
gosh.
should have taken screenshots. I know it really pissed me off when I saw that.
It was really expensive, and we decided not to do it.
For System of a Down, that much? That's fucking outrageous. Yeah. But this is Ozzy's last show, Black Sabbath's last show. You get Metallica, Tool, Guns N' Roses, Slayer, Lamb of God, Mastodon, Gojira. So many fucking great bands, and
you just read all the bands that we like.
I forgot Hellstorm, Rival Sons, and Anthrax. Sorry. I think that's all I missed. But whatever.
Guns N' Roses, did you say that?
I did say Guns N' Roses,
okay. Anyways, any hoodles.
Any hoodles. So that's what we ended up picking up. We got the Peasant GA tickets, 2 of them. They
were called like the orange tickets or something.
It was the big green coach.
Big green coach, that's what it was.
Which my dyslexia kicked in, and I thought it was like the big green couch. And I was like, oh, this is probably just a sponsor. This, it's a football club. They probably have like very high end sort of front row seats and whatnot. And that row seat is probably like the big green couch seat for whatever company is the big green couch in Europe. So I was like, that's what the name of this is. That's what this ticket is. I was just also in a frenzy to buy
Yeah,
it,
you were
buy.
like, let me just get everything in. So we didn't really read anything or do anything.
And then it was afterwards, after we got the tickets, it was like big green coach. It's like, oh, they call buses coaches.
Yep.
That's what it is. It's a bus ticket that you get from London to Birmingham. Yep. And we would have liked to stay in Birmingham if we could have.
Yeah.
But I guess before we go much further, we did talk about the ticket prices. Let's talk about what we actually paid for those.
This is in dollars.
This is in US dollars converted.
Yep.
It was $374.61 with fees of $36.93. A whole 10% fee rate, basically.
So great.
So cheap.
It's so funny because last year we went to some shows in Europe as well, and like the fee rate was just so low compared to what US does. So I'm just gonna do a little conversion from that to like current conversion rate and see what it is.
Do that. I'm very curious here.
So right now with the current conversion rate, it would be 610 pounds.
Oh, that's even worse. All right, that's better. It's cheaper because when we ended up paying for it, the final price in pounds was 665 pounds.
Oh, it was.
And a handful of change, like 74 cents or something.
I was like, can we just donate like a quarter?
It was like, this is so fucking close to 666 pounds.
Yeah.
So I basically just rounded up to 666.
Yeah, so right now the conversion's a little bit better, but
I was like, that's fucking perfect.
I forgot about that it was like right under the 666.
Yeah, and I was like, that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I don't know if they planned that, what happened there. It's probably not planned.
No.
But yeah, that's what it was. So it would have actually saved us money if we bought them today.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of glad we bought them then.
Yeah. It's all good. I think the whole time we were buying the tickets, I didn't believe it though. And I think that's why in the vlog, like, I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? And like, I was trying not to cry, but I was like almost crying just because, like we said at the beginning, we were not expecting to be able to buy these tickets. And we were more expecting just not be able to go, even though we were going to try, like millions of other people probably.
Yeah, I was also sort of like checking the emails for the confirmation, making sure we got the confirmation.
Like it actually happened.
This was legit. I logged into Ticketmaster UK. I made sure I had my login. I was logged into that version of it. So yeah, I mean, I was kind of the same way, but also I was like, no, this is true. This is real. This is happening. And yeah, so we had our tickets.
Yep. And then I started booking shit right away. Like at first we had an Airbnb for like $2,500. I don't know. It was crazy.
Yeah, we had an Airbnb, then we got an actual like hotel
for a lot of money.
It was out of the city center too.
The Airbnb was, yeah.
Well, so was the hotel, wasn't it?
No, the hotel was the same one that we stayed at. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought we had a different hotel, then we changed to this one.
No.
Okay, whatever. No. And we ended up checking back like later on closer, and they had more rooms available. And so I think a lot of people were, as soon as it was announced, bought the rooms.
They bought it,
hoping they can get tickets, and then when they couldn't, they released the rooms, and then they were trying to sell them again. So that's sort of how we got our rooms there.
Yep. So, but basically, as soon as we bought tickets, I started booking everything, just because I kind of knew like everybody else is gonna be booking something, so let's get something on, in the system. So, including
flights. So. We flew out of O'Hare.
Yep.
It was supposed to be I thought it would be a pretty decent flight. We were going to leave at night and get there early in the morning. We ended up having problems with our flight.
Yeah.
So that was delayed like 5 hours. We left at 2 a.m. local time here in Chicago.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
It did, but we met a cool guy from Wisconsin.
We did, yeah. So it made the delay go by fast.
Yeah.
Because we just
he was going to the show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was doing F1 stuff too that weekend because we didn't really realize that all was happening too.
So yeah, we did not plan this that well at all because it was the British Grand Prix, the 75th anniversary of that, I believe, was there that weekend. It was also Wimbledon as well, so I've always wanted to go to see a Grand Slam tennis match, and I haven't done that yet. So like, fuck, we could have done that, and Wimbledon's like one of the best, so like that would have been fucking awesome.
Yep.
So we did not plan this that well. It was more of, we're going to get there. We're going to explore Birmingham.
Yep.
Go to the show. Come home.
Yep. I think we had 4 days, right?
Yeah, something like
4
that.
4 days.
Yeah. We were going to explore as well the day after the show as well. But then, Slayer threw a wrench in that.
Yeah. Slayer announced in London. So
we ended up going to that too.
The next episode might be Slayer in London. It might be 2 episodes from now. I'm not sure.
But we will be talking about that as well. We did do that as well. So that was fun. We get to Birmingham. I don't know how much we want to talk about Birmingham itself.
Not really about Birmingham itself, but like some of the things that we did that were Black Sabbath related.
Okay.
So we stayed at like the Hampton on Street or something like that.
Whatever, yeah.
But on that same street was the Black Sabbath bridge.
Yes,
where it's like a bench with their faces on it, and then people could sit there and take a photo and stuff. We did that Thursday morning, so the first morning we were there, absolutely nobody there. There was like 3 people. Later, when we went back, I think on Friday, it was like a line down the street.
A massive line,
massive line, and then like a massive just... Later in the evening, it was just a mass of people waiting to get around the bridge.
Yep.
So very grateful we did it the first day. We just happened across it as we were walking. I think we were going to go find lunch.
Yeah, we're on our way trying to find food, and the guy we met from Wisconsin said he stayed at the same hotel we did, and he's like, I think the bridge is nearby.
Oh, I don't remember him saying that.
So it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
So it's got to be around here somewhere.
I don't remember him saying that, so that's cool that you did.
Yeah.
And then we did the museum as well, which was just the Birmingham Art Museum.
It's like, I think Birmingham Art Museum as well as like historical museum or something like that. So there's a wing all about Birmingham history going through like World War I, World War II, as well as the industrialness of Birmingham, of everything they've built and what they've done.
And like the history of like back in like
1110. Where it founded, like how it was founded and everything.
1110, there was 50 people there. I
Talked about minting coins and whatnot. Really cool aspect there. The Ozzy exhibit, it's basically Ozzy exhibit.
Yeah, it was Ozzy. It was the working man exhibit.
Working class hero.
Working class hero, yes. All about, are you sure it wasn't Working Man Hero?
Working class hero, because it's a John Lennon song that he covered.
Okay.
I just found out that he covered it like 2 weeks before we went there. Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, so that was like a hall, like just a hall between 2 exhibits, two sections.
Basically, the history side and the art wing were basically separated by this hall that they took over for Ozzy.
Yeah. But it was pretty cool. Like
it was small. All they really had were like the records, the gold records, the platinum records, and some awards. Which, don't get me wrong, I love looking at that. It's really cool to look at. I do wish they had more stuff like that, like other things than just the awards.
Okay, I liked the photographs and stuff, and like
they did have some photos up there.
Stuff. Yeah.
But no, it was cool. It was free too, so
it was
just
free,
walk in and check it out.
And again, we went on Thursday, and I'm sure by Friday or Sunday, I bet it was packed in there.
I don't know, maybe not. Maybe they're all at the bridge waiting to get in.
Maybe. But those are kind of close together. And then on Friday, we did, we went and got merch.
Yeah, we went to Villa Park to get merch because they had it open.
Yep.
We wanted to get the show poster, and they had a special edition poster as well. The art was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
But that was only limited to 500. That sold out. Should have done that the day before because it sounded like nobody was up there.
Right.
The second day there was a fuck ton of people up there.
I'm sure the first day people didn't know it was open because I didn't see an announcement that it was open.
No, I didn't either. Yeah.
But then once people started posting about it, they're like, "Oh shit! Like I got to get up there." And, so if we would have waited on Thursday when we woke up, which was one of our plans, was to go out there Thursday.
And people bought those posters just to scalp them because you can see them on eBay and selling them, which is kind of shitty and whatnot.
Like 800, 900 pounds for a poster.
Yeah, is that for the standard one or is that for the limited?
That was for the limited edition last time. Okay. Well, I looked for that while we were in line, so who knows what they are now.
What did it end up going for?
They were 100 pounds.
When you bought them,
retail sale.
I do remember on Reddit people were saying like 100 pounds, no thank you, that's way too much for a poster. But I think people are,
I guess in my mind I'm like, that's not that bad.
No, I was thinking the same thing. Anywho, what were you saying?
When we were getting merch, however, they did the normal stand sold out of posters.
Oh, right.
So at first I kind of woke up late that day, so I was kind of blaming myself. But then we went to the Villa Park like club merch.
Yeah, like the football club store.
Yeah, the club store. Yeah.
And I knew they had scarves. Like so last year when we went to see Metallica, I didn't get a scarf when we saw them at Atletico Stadium, and now it's like fuck, I should have got a scarf. Whenever I go to a soccer stadium in Europe now to see a concert, not to see football, but to see a concert, I'm gonna buy a scarf.
Yeah.
And they had special edition Ozzy's ones, so I was like, I'm gonna grab an Ozzy one. That's gonna be awesome.
So as soon as we walked in there, you noticed that behind the counter they had posters.
Yes.
So you were able to get your poster. We did get the show shirts and the special edition shirt at the merch.
And the coin as well.
And the coin.
And I thought about getting a kit at the club store, like one of the Ozzy kits and whatnot.
They were like 120 pounds or 140 pounds.
Well, they're the new kits, so they're the most expensive.
Yeah.
There was a guy getting a custom one made. Where he bought like a cheaper, older kit.
So they had kits for like 15, 20 pounds.
Yep.
Like the old style ones.
And had like custom pressed on it. I think he did back to the beginning and like a circle, like back to the beginning at the bottom, and then number 25 in the middle. I was like, that's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
So next year I might check out their store online to see if they will do that with this year's club shirt or kit and do like cheaper.
Because it's like smart thing,
because I don't want to pass. I want the 2025 kit. Like, I don't know. I'm weird. Like it's got to match.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I think I'm going to check that out next year and see what I can do.
They had club jackets also
for Ozzy.
I
mean, they had the club shit as well, but this is all Ozzy.
Oh yeah. I'm only talking about the Ozzy stuff. Which I thought was really cool, except for it was white, and I was like,
you don't like white.
It would just get dirty.
See, that's the thing. You wear it and it gets dirty. That's the point of it.
No, but that was cheaper than the kit, so I did think about it for a split second. But
I do think that if you check online here in 6 months, it's going to be cheap as shit.
Yeah, maybe.
They had a fuck ton of that merch.
So I just saw somebody post that they went to the club shop today. Well, it would have been,
whatever.
Yesterday. The time zone thing fucks with my brain, but and they still had the back to the beginning merch at the club shop.
They're going to have that forever. I think if they didn't sell it that weekend,
they're going to keep selling it.
Well, they're going to keep selling it. Yeah. But like, what's the demand now for people not in Villa Park, in Birmingham?
That's true.
You're going to have people for sure. I mean, maybe there's a bunch of people who are going to travel, especially in Europe, whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
The one thing I do remember leading up to this, once we found out it was in Birmingham and it was announced, we have our German friend we ended up meeting up with as well.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We met him at Madrid last year. Yes. For the Metallica show. Yep. And we ended up running into him here again, meeting up with him and whatnot. And we were chatting before buying tickets and everything. Like, we're all excited. We're all going to try to get tickets. He got GA tickets. He ended up upgrading to Gold Circle tickets, all that fun shit. But he did say Birmingham's a shithole. Like, we were asking him where's he going to stay. We're staying in Birmingham because we want to be in Birmingham. He was staying outside of the city. We watched vlogs on it.
Everybody said it was shitty.
Everybody says Birmingham's a shithole. Yeah. We went there. I loved it. I thought Birmingham was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I did not see anything that people were talking about. The only thing that I remember is from the train from Birmingham to London, we met some people from Belgium, and they said they had absolutely no data service, but they stayed out by the airport where we were like in the city center area. Kind of city center-ish.
Yeah. I also tried not to use my cell at all because I knew we were getting charged up the ass for fees and whatnot.
Yeah.
The ground was a bit littery. There's trash and whatnot on the ground.
That's city.
No, I get it. Yeah, same. But again, I don't know. It wasn't like that in Madrid. So I don't remember it being that dirty in Madrid.
Madrid just had trash city on the corners. So.
But that's like in bags and shit, right? Not like just candy wrappers on the ground.
Yeah.
Also, the canals had a bunch of garbage in them as well.
Yeah.
So I could see that being like, oh, that's why it's a shithole or whatnot. Whatever.
We didn't find that.
It's literally around our place in Chicago. There's trash all over the place.
Yeah.
I fucking loved Birmingham. I thought the weather was perfect. The canals were fucking awesome.
It was a little chilly.
It was chilly, but I'm fine with that. Should have brought jeans. We didn't do that. Whatever. That's on us. But all in all, Birmingham was fucking awesome before getting there to the show.
Yeah. I think we left off at merch on Friday. And then we went to Brewdog.
Yep.
Because we hadn't eaten yet and it was like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yep.
And then right outside of Brewdog and right outside of New Street Station, it was Navigation Street, which is a mural that was painted with all of Black Sabbath.
Yep.
So.
What was the place we didn't go to? The Crown?
Oh, the Crown, yeah.
Which was supposed to be where Black Sabbath played their very first show.
Yep. And I don't know why I didn't know about that because I thought that I did pretty good at like looking up
things to
all
do.
the things. So I just missed that or whatever.
That would have been awesome to go to. Like it's literally the birthplace of metal where Black Sabbath played their first show.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking awesome.
And we didn't do like Ozzy's house where he was born or like where he grew up, which I guess is like a 2-minute or 5-minute walk from the stadium, so it's like right in that Villa Park or it's called the Aston neighborhood. But
is it? Okay.
Yeah, so like right in that area.
Villa Park is the football club.
Aston is the neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is also the street you get off on, or the train you get off on, to go to the football club.
Yeah.
Is Aston Station.
The football stadium. Yeah. it's also like the stadium's also like legit in a neighborhood.
Yes.
Similar to Wrigley Field, but this actually still has homes right behind it.
Right
Wrigley's
there,
been very commercialized in terms of restaurants and bars and shit moving in, but back in the day it wasn't that way. This is still like houses and shit.
Yeah. Like when we went Friday to get merch, like you asked the security guy, like, oh, where's the merch stand or whatever? He's like, oh, go down this street and then this street and blah, blah, blah. And you're literally walking by houses.
Yeah. It was awesome. I love those kind of places, honestly.
Which makes sense that they had like such an early curfew.
Yes.
Like I think it had to be done by like 9:30 or
10:30, I think.
10:30? Okay.
I think so.
It was like really early.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that's sort of buying the tickets and getting to the show. Anything else you want to talk about before just diving straight into the show?
No, let's get to the show because that's going to take another hour and a half. So.
Yeah, that's going to take a bit. We'll go through each band and who played and what they played and whatnot. I guess sort of like normal, but we'll just sort of give our thoughts as we go. So we got up, we took the train over the same as we did when we went to go get merch. Part of the reason going to get merch was definitely riding the train up to learn how to go, what lines to take and all of that.
We did that in Madrid as well. Like we wanted to know how to get out there before the morning starts so that we know how it all works.
Exactly. Got through the queue to get to the green zone is what we were in, into the GA floor. They let you right in the side. You got your wristband. I will say the people who had their bags checked, who brought bags in, their wristband was quite cooler, I thought, than ours.
It wasn't their wristband. It was the band that they put around the bag to say it was checked.
Sure, yes.
It was like purple and blue, and it said back to the beginning on it. It was pretty cool.
Ours say back to the beginning as well. We have those.
They're
with our
yellow,
picture
right?
up. I think they're kind of that purplish color.
Oh,
pinkish.
I thought they were yellow.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I think they're like a pinkish.
Okay.
Anywho, I really like their bands better. And it's like, fuck, I wish we got those.
I was just thinking about today that I remember seeing one on the ground, and I was like,
oh, for real?
I should have picked that up.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
It was cool. And we walked through, this is a normal stadium. It's smaller than the soccer or the football stadium in Madrid.
Yeah,
the Atletico.
It seemed, in my vision, it was pretty small. Like the stands didn't go up very high, and it just seemed small.
I feel like this is what the Chicago Fire are going to try to build, something similar in terms of size.
Okay.
I don't know. I think they're looking for 22,000. I don't know. This is probably a little larger. This was like 40,000, wasn't it?
40,000 for the concert. So that includes everybody on the ground. So I don't know what it holds for.
Oh, it would have been bigger then. Yeah, there's no way they put 20 grand or 18,000 people on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a little bit bigger than, but Chicago Fire wants to build something a little similar to this, I think. Yeah. But yeah, we were on the ground. We walk up. The first thing I notice is I was just going to try to push my way all the way up front. Not all the way up front, but push as far as I could up to where the golden circles cut off. They did have 2 merch stands on the ground, and that was the thing we were debating going into this is, would other bands have their merch for sale?
Yeah.
No other bands had any merch for sale whatsoever. It was just the back to the beginning shit. And we could see an argument going both ways of like, Metallica would do a special shirt for this, giving the proceeds to like back to the beginning. Because again, all of the profit from this went to like 3 or 4 charities.
It was 3 charities. So it's the Children's Hospital, Acorns, and Parkinson's.
Cure Parkinson's, Birmingham Children Hospital, and Acorns Children Hospice supported. Oh, that's the Aston Villa, they support.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it was the 3 of them. But yeah, so like I was saying, I could see each band making a special shirt to try to sell to raise additional funds. Because honestly, I would have bought a Lamb of God. I would have bought a Mastodon. I would have bought a Metallica. Gojira. If they had posters, I would have bought that shit. I would have dropped so much fucking money on this merch.
We were planning on it. I mean, before going, I was like, we're going to need a few hundred of dollars.
And the guy we met in Wisconsin, he had a checked bag and he had his roller bag. He was like, you know I'm going to buy a Mastodon shirt. You know I'm going to buy blah, 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 blah. So he had a bag just to fill up with shit as well. Yeah. Plus he was going to buy his shirt when he went to F1 and all this fun shit as well. Yeah. But no additional merch, which again, I understand as well.
We were thinking both ways. Yeah. Like either it would be only back to the beginning merch that they had posted online already, or like you said, like all the bands having something. Right.
Because again, this isn't a Metallica show. This isn't a Mastodon, Lamb of God show, right? Yeah. This is back to the beginning for Ozzy and Black Sabbath.
Yep.
So it makes sense why there wouldn't be any others as well.
Yeah. And it was leaked before. It was either Friday night or Saturday morning that we saw. I think it was Friday night that we saw that the times were like really, really short, like 15 minutes for each band. So it really showed, like, then I guess we kind of knew more that it was like, okay, this is going to be very, very short sets. It's just a tribute to Black Sabbath.
Yeah, and we did talk about that as well. Like, how is this going to be structured? We knew it was going to be short because there's so many fucking bands.
I was thinking 25 minutes per band, though.
Right, and which gets aggressive with changeover.
It does.
Because, like, it takes a lot to change this shit over, like, put the gear on and whatnot. So you go to a normal show, it's like a good 20, 30 minutes in between sets because of the changeover, which is why at a festival you have 2 stages. So again, we were asking, how many stages would there be? Is it just the one? And we kind of sort of thought it would just be one stage.
Yeah, I knew it was just one from how the tickets were sold.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, they're not going to have one for the gold circle and then one for us peasants.
That's true. All right, so maybe I wasn't thinking that. Whatever, maybe I was. I don't know. Anywho, yeah, the sets were released, or the times were released, and we were debating back and forth of like, what do you think's going to happen? They're going to play a song. Like, it seemed like everybody, we kind of knew everybody was doing one Ozzy or Sabbath tribute song. Yeah. I kind of thought this would be like a Live Aid type thing where a band goes out, they play a song, no chitter chatter, just boom, right into the next song. Maybe not play the whole thing, and it transitions really well into it and whatnot. I don't know. It was also, though, released that Mastodon would be our very first opener, which at first I was like, that's fucking weird. Yeah. They should be higher on the bill. What the fuck's up with this?
I don't think there was a ranking of like best to worst or anything like
generally, that. No. But also yes, because Metallica was...
They did get the bigger slot.
Right.
The only band that got a bigger slot, right?
There were a few that got long slots like that. Slayer got a pretty long slot.
I know Slayer was only 15 minutes as well.
No, they were like 20, I think.
Really?
Yeah, they played like 5 songs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then Guns N' Roses was a pretty long set as well. But even before getting into Mastodon's set, we walk in and I start to hear Slipknot on the PA system. But it wasn't like Slipknot. It was Slipknot, but it was kind of fucked up a bit. Like somebody was tweaking with it and whatnot. And it sounded like a DJ was doing something. I was like, is this a recording I haven't heard of before? It's possible. I haven't heard everything, like remixes and whatnot that have been done with Slipknot. So that could be it. They weren't on the bill, which was kind of fucking weird to me that they weren't on the bill.
I didn't think that they would be.
You didn't?
No.
I mean,
there's too much shit.
Sid is the grandbaby daddy, so like
but there's too much shit.
So like you got to have have him on there, right?
Yeah.
And so I was walking up there on stage left, and there was a little DJ set up, and I'm like, wait, is that actually Sid like up there doing it? And he was doing like DJing and whatnot. Yeah. Before the show even started. He wasn't on the bill announced or anything like that. So that was a cool little surprise to see that and hear him kind of like do his thing a little bit.
Yeah. I know that he and Kelly have a child, and I've known that for a very, very long time, even though everybody's like, oh, Kelly Osbourne has a son with this guy named Sid. And it's like, duh. Like, I don't know. No, there was an article. So after...
Yeah, I don't know where all that's coming from.
It comes a lot. Like, a baby at a metal show, and it's Kelly with the baby, and it's a Slipknot show. You've never seen that on social media?
No, I've seen the baby in a box. I should know the baby's name. I don't know the child's name.
I don't know the child's name.
The child is. I've seen it. My favorite one is the child's in the box, like in a little stroller thing, and it's like watching dad at work or. Dad's at work and doesn't give a shit, and it's the kid just sitting there bouncing up and down to the girls from Baby Metal just like hanging over.
Okay.
I've seen that one, but I haven't seen it like, oh my god, there's a baby at a metal show.
Yeah, no, I've never seen anything like that. And it's just like, well, duh, his dad's in the band.
I mean, we've seen kids there all the time. Yeah, like
right, like that doesn't matter. But then also, spoiler, after the show, Sid asks Kelly to marry him. I'm sure everybody knows that as well. But I saw articles like on Instagram and Facebook and stuff that were like, who is Sid Wilson? Like, who's marrying Ozzy's daughter? And I'm like...
Well, you need to stop watching or looking at that shit. I don't get any of that on my feed. I don't know how the fuck you're getting it.
It's all like page 6 shit and like all that stuff.
What the fuck's page 6 shit?
Page 6 is like, I don't know. It used to be like a thing in New York, I think, of like all the celebrities where it's on page 6.
I have no clue what the fuck this is. I don't give two fucks about it. I don't read any of those articles. I don't give a shit about any of those articles. So I don't even look at them. So yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so what I was gonna say is like I know that Sid and Kelly have a child. But when Sid was there, or when you were like, oh my gosh, that's Sid there, and I'm like, but why is he here?
Oh.
Like, that's what happened in my mind.
Gotcha.
And then I'm like, I wasn't putting two and two together.
And I'm the opposite, where I'm like, I'm shocked he's not there, or Slipknot's not there. I mean, also, I think there was like a story I heard Corey say once where Ozzy met them for the first time or something like that, and he was introduced like, oh, this is Slipknot, the band with 9 members. And Ozzy's like, 9? I want to be the 10th.
Yeah, no, I've heard that story too.
Like, another reason we're like, why the fuck isn't Slipknot there? Like, I think Slipknot blew up really, really big because of Ozfest 99.
Yeah.
Like,
no, totally.
So, like,
there has to be a reason why they weren't there.
Maybe. Yeah,
Logistics or something.
Logistics for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they weren't. I was just kind of, when the bill was announced, that was one band. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. They're not there, and Sid's not there. But he was there doing his DJ set. And like, again, I was shocked by that. I'm like, holy shit, this is a cool little surprise. We've talked about this before also at shows where there is that dead time in between. And usually it's just house music. Having actually a live DJ up there doing something really cool. Is a cool new thing to it.
But we stood there and watched Sid for a little while. And then we decided to go to the restroom. And then we went to stage right.
Is that what it was? I can't remember how we ended up on stage right. We did something.
Well, the door, like, so the gate or the gate to get in was on stage left. So you're like, well, let's go to stage right to see if it's better over there. But I think everybody had that idea because it was more people over there.
Yeah, and it filled out like instantly. It wasn't a normal show where you sort of linger in. Like everybody knew this was going to be a once in a lifetime show. They wanted to be there for every fucking second.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if you didn't show up until like 9 o'clock?
Like, I just want to see Ozzy. I'm good.
Yeah.
This was not the show for that.
No. Everybody was there early.
I do remember that. We did went to the bathroom. I got the beer or a beer. And it came in those like throwaway cups that they reuse and whatnot.
Yeah, the non-throwaway cups.
Yes, and then we worked our way over to stage right just in time for Mastodon to come out. Who Mastodon played Black Tongue, Blood and Thunder, and then Supernaut with a group of other drummers coming out with them. We'll throw all these names up there on the screen.
So is Mario Duplantier? That's probably not how you say his last name. Danny Carey and Eloy Casagrande.
Yeah, it's from Slipknot again. So 2 members from Slipknot were there, at least performing on stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did represent, I guess.
Yeah.
Super, super awesome fucking set. Super quick. Like I said, when it was announced they were starting off the show, I was at first I was like, oh, they should be higher up on the bill. What the fuck's up with this? They came out, they fucking killed it. It was so fucking good. It was
a good opening. I mean, that's so bad to say, but so we like to try to do Instagram stories where I try to get at least a 30-second video to put up saying like, oh, this is the band we're seeing. I was so enthralled in them performing that totally left my mind and I did not get a video.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. And no, once they started playing, it's like, you know what? No, this was a great fucking band to get the energy up and get going.
Yep.
I kind of knew they were going to do Blood and Thunder. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
And for the bands we knew, especially their catalogs pretty well, there was sort of the conversation we had back and forth of
what are they going to play?
What are they going to play?
What are they going to do? Yeah.
And kind of guessing that. So that was kind of fun. And as it comes up, we'll bring it up as well. There's a couple of big ones for me that we'll talk about. But yeah, super, super fucking awesome set. Good mood, setting the mood.
It went so fast though. Like
it did go so fast.
Because they had like 15 minutes or 13 minutes or something?
15 minutes, I think, yeah. And it was just boom, boom, boom. We're good. Luckily, we got to see him the next day with Slayer.
Yeah,
so I was fine with that.
Yeah, we got a full set.
Also, right before this happened, there was like a video or something, I believe, for Ozzy playing on the screen, like it's sort of an introductory video.
Oh, there was, yeah.
And they had thrown out, and I can't remember who it was. It was like the security guard who became his driver, or his driver who became a security guard, who became like the merch manager, who had been working with Ozzy for so long.
Yeah, what was his name? Like Danny?
I can't remember his name. Sorry.
Oh shit, yeah.
But he came out, and I think it was start with a D. I do think so because I think he signed one of the balls, the massive beach balls, and threw them in there. I got to hit it like once or twice, not that much. It kept getting very close to me.
Yes.
I love hitting the beach balls when they come over. I don't know why. But those things stayed up in the air so fucking long.
Yeah, I figured that as soon as they put one up, and what we're talking about is like Metallica has it, like those huge balls. Hatebreed has one, like the ball of death, like that sort of, those huge beach balls. I assumed when they threw, I think they threw 2 in the crowd at first.
And they brought a couple more out.
And then they brought them out as the night went on. Yeah. But like those first 2, I was like, somebody's going to just pop them right away and take them. Yep. Like that was my thought. But they did it. I mean, people did eventually, like they lost air and people took them.
But they let it lose air as they're hitting it.
Yeah.
Where we've been to like Metallica shows, especially here in the States.
Yeah.
People will grab that shit if they can and pop them.
Yep.
There's one time I think I did it. I think I did it in Madrid with a Metallica ball. I thought they were trying to smash it, so I ended up poking a hole in it. Like, there you go, it's gone. But no, they just wanted to bounce on it. It's like, fuck, I ruined your fun. Sorry. I think. I don't know.
Why the fuck did you do that?
I thought they were trying to steal it. It's like,
pooper.
fine, fuck you then. You can't blow this up again or ever use it again.
Any hoodles.
You're ruining my fun of hitting a beach ball. Any hoodles, Mastodon, super fucking awesome set.
Yeah.
Great fucking way to start this. And then we go straight into Rival Sons.
Yeah, but before we get into Rival Sons, you were so excited because we were talking about like how are they going to do set changes.
Yes.
So, and Mastodon had this really little kit, drum kit, and I was like, well, maybe they're just self-sharing it because I'm like, that's not their normal drum kit.
That's not his normal drum kit. Yeah.
We were like, well, maybe they're just self-sharing a drum kit or whatever.
Because we were talking about that. You brought that up earlier when we were on the Sid side on stage left. And I was like, no, that's not Braun's kit because Braun has like the puppy on the front or some shit.
Yeah, and there's like two
double basses
and stuff. So we were like, this is really small, so this is definitely not, like, that's what I thought, is everybody's just going to share the same kit. We've seen that at other festivals or like at small shows where they just all use the same kit.
And again, like they had all these bands that get 15 minutes and they just show the set or the changeover time as well,
7 minutes.
Which was very minimal.
Yeah.
So it's like, how the fuck are you going to do this unless you're using the same kit?
Yeah. But how did they do it, Brian? You were so excited to see this.
This was awesome. I recorded it. I'll see if I can find a video for this as well to throw it in there. So behind the drum kit, they had this sort of, I can't remember if it was an LED screen. I don't think it was. I think it was just a banner.
No, it was a screen because I've seen videos on the side and it is a screen and they changed it every once in a while.
Okay.
So most of the time it just said back to the beginning on it
and
in
that was
black.
Like right behind black and white.
Black and white, yeah.
And it was right behind the drum kit. And what they did is after the set, they rose that whole thing raised whatever, raised it up. And on the ground was a platform that rotated 90 degrees. And as that rotated, the next stage setup, the next kit and everything came in place. They just had to do a couple of quick tweaks, sound checks and whatnot. The wall came back down. And once that's down, I'm assuming behind the stage, they're tearing that shit down super quick, bringing the next one up, putting it together as the band's playing.
Yep. So you don't see any of the setup happening.
Fucking awesome.
It is the best. Like, in my mind, I'm like, every single stage needs a rotating thing now because it was the best changeover ever.
All right. It was super awesome. However, I do wish there were longer breaks.
Okay. Yeah, well, can I talk about that? Or do you want to talk about it right now?
We can talk about it later, but we'll get to that one.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later, but I do think it would have been better for longer breaks.
Yeah, but it is really convenient. Like
it's so fucking awesome.
It's just so efficient to have the, like as a band's playing, you set up the next band instead of having 30 minutes or whatever between.
And then it's set up, you just pull the wall up, you rotate it around, you're like 99% of the way there.
So there were tickets sold that you could stand on the balcony.
The side stage VIP experience or whatever that's called.
I think it was £2,800.
I was gonna say it was like $3,000 or something.
So
or you could win tickets by donating to like Metallica's and there were other.
Yeah, there was lots of things to get them, but so I saw a post on Facebook that they got an announcement like right before the show or like a day before or something. Absolutely no cell phones could be used. No photography, no cell phones, and like you couldn't even have your cell phone out, I guess, when you were up there. So now it all makes sense because I'm assuming they didn't want like people filming all of that.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
Or even just like I've seen pictures where the side stage and it's like every fucking musician is like on the side of the stage. Yeah, that's
true. Like standing there watching,
just enjoying the show, having a good time.
Well, we've done that on the boat. Like people stand on the like below or
it's
whatever.
A lot of fun to see a show from there. But anyways,
so. Now Rival Sons. So they did the quick changeover. I think it's like 6 or 7 minutes if I remember right. And then Rival Sons comes out.
Sid came back out, played a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember when Jason Momoa came out.
I think it was after Rival Sons.
Was it after Rival Sons? That was his first experience, or his first
I can't remember every time that he came out, or I can't remember on the screens they would have pre-recorded videos from different people.
Yeah.
And I can't remember everybody that they did pre-recorded videos from either.
I can't either, no.
So I should have took notes of that.
Yeah.
But
I know Dolly Parton was there.
Yeah.
Rob Halford was there. Yeah. AC/DC. There were a lot. I can't remember them all.
They had a Mr. Crawley done by Jack Black.
Yep. And Scott Ian's son and
Rebel and
who was the other kid? Tom Morello's son?
Yeah, Tom Morello's son, and then some other drummer.
That wasn't Scott's son?
No, Scott's son played the bass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what. So we've seen him perform at Milwaukee Metal Fest
on drums,
Rebel,
right?
On drums. Yeah. But no, he played the bass in that video.
That was cool. And again, that was in between this changeovers just to make things go a little faster.
Yeah, and then also you're not paying attention to what's going on stage.
Yeah, and we can't remember when all of that was.
Yeah.
My assumption is, especially with the video, like not condolences, video commemorations or like.
Yeah, like the,
hey, like have a good day, do it.
The guest people who didn't come, but
they're not like thank yous or anything. They were saying
they were thank yous.
I don't know what to call those. There's like a word for that type of.
Because it's not a memorial because they're not dead.
Yeah. Just like a video note or something, I guess. I don't know.
Video chats.
Video greeting. Yeah. Sure. I don't know.
Cameos. They're cameos.
Yeah, there we go. Whatever. There were those. There were the Jason Momoas coming out and talking. Momoas.
All of him. All of them.
Every time he came out, he did change what he was wearing.
And that drove me nuts.
It did me too.
I'm like, just wear the same fucking
shirt.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Like, you don't need to change.
Right. Yes. I thought the same thing. Sid would be out there a lot, not every time, but he would be out there a lot. And then, all those videos and whatnot. And
then they would also do videos where it would be like a movie.
Oh, and
they would like AI Ozzy into the movie.
So I think some of those, they all might be old from like the 90s.
Oh, really? Like they did that back then?
Yeah. Like there was the Little Nicky video where he like eats the bat. I haven't seen Little Nicky. I've seen it once and I didn't like it. But he like make a cameo in there. And I think that's supposed to be like Satan, that he's eating the head off of Satan. Really? I think so.
Oh, so that was actually him performing in that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Because some of them you could tell was
I don't think so.
I
think those are all from like the 90s and 80s of him just making fun of himself and making fun of like whatever he's like. The Madonna Vogue, him being in that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe not. I could be wrong. I think those are legit old stuff.
Okay.
I forgot about those though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, that was all during the changeovers.
Yep. And again, we don't remember what was where. We should have took notes.
No.
But.
So we talked about it. No. I do think that during the live stream, those would be put in between the.
Yeah, the songs I was curious about that. Like if that would be done to like cut out to play instead of the changeover time.
Yeah, and I know the live stream was delayed by 2 hours, I think, as well.
Yeah, 2 or 3 hours
to accommodate for that changeover time. So that way, you can cut that bit out and throw it all in.
And we only know that because we went to Merlin's Cafe, I think is what it's called.
Yes.
It's a like kind of Halloween themed bar.
Halloween metal bar.
Halloween metal bar. That's good. I think it was they had a sign that was like metal and loud music or bar and loud music or something. I'm like, we're going that way. And we met the owner. We met the owner, talked to him for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Until he got a little call on his walkie-talkie like, hey, you need to be working.
Yep.
But yeah, so they were doing an event. A lot of bars were doing an event where they were live stream, playing the live stream. Yeah. So
you only had the live stream for like 2 days afterwards. Yeah. If it was still up, I'd buy it. I really do think they're gonna do like a box set or something.
I do too, yeah.
I hope it's gonna be like the Metallica treatment with their remastered shit, where you get maybe a vinyl, you get a CD, you get a DVD of everything.
Yeah, I want to watch it again.
Throw in like little booklets and bullshit and whatnot. Throw all the little trinkets in there. I don't give a shit. I'd pay $300 for that. Yeah. Like honestly.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. I get like everybody. So I saw some people complaining that it was $30 here in the States to watch it.
Really? People are complaining about that?
Yeah. Like, of course, sure, it's going to charge $30.
Okay.
I think $30 is a great price. I don't know.
I didn't see that comment. I did hear like about the stream before it was announced, and even about like a box set, you see people in the comments like, yeah, Sharon's gonna milk the shit out of this. She's gonna like milk every like penny out of it. Maybe she is. Like, her job is the manager. Her job is to make money and blah blah blah. I kind of understand that.
But they're donating all the money.
I don't know about that.
I think they even donated the live stream.
Sure. But
you
now
mean
when they do a box set or something,
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, I see what you're saying.
So whatever. But since the show, I haven't seen a single comment about like, well, that was shitty because of Sharon, blah blah, like all of that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's sort of like all I hear in the comments now is,
oh my god, that was awesome. Could you imagine these people playing together and stuff like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was, people like to bitch. Like, that's what it is.
I know.
I kind of try not to read that or worry about that at all, but I do hope and I do believe they will do a box set.
I hope so too. Or at least release the show.
Maybe not a box set, but at least like a
DVD or
a
something.
download or a DVD or some shit. Yeah, I would watch the shit out of that for sure.
Oh yeah, totally.
So
anyways,
we've done Mastodon and other shit.
Mastodon.
Let's get into Rival Sons.
Yes.
They opened their set with Do Your Worst, Electric Funeral, which is a cover, and then Secret.
Yeah. Did you know Rival Sons before we saw them?
I did not know.
No, me neither.
I looked them up when it was announced, and I listened to a little bit of it, and I was like, oh, it's a rock. It's classic rock. It has a classic rock sound to it.
It's like the sound that you hear any rock. Like, it just has that sound to it.
Yeah, so. I really, really enjoyed it, honestly. I don't know what your thoughts were.
I enjoyed it. I see why it was there. I won't listen to Rival Sons.
Oh, no?
No. It's just something about that sound I'm just not into that much. Like, it's the same sound as like Dorothy or there was another band that we saw recently at AC/DC.
Pretty Reckless. It's
just that sound, and it's catchy. I mean, definitely catchy where you could like listen, like sing along and stuff, but it's not going to be on my go-to list of things to watch. Listen to, I mean.
I like them. I do enjoy like the classic rock sound. I enjoyed their sound really well. I like their sound a lot versus like Greta Van Fleet.
Oh yeah,
I fucking hate Greta Van Fleet because it just feels fake.
Yeah,
this felt genuine to me listening to it.
Maybe. So yeah, I could see what you're saying there. Yeah.
So I did enjoy their set quite a bit.
And I guess like with me saying like, it's just not the sound that I go to. It's very generic in my mind, but you think a lot of music I listen to is very generic.
Fair.
So.
Yeah. I can understand that criticism. Yeah. I definitely can. I enjoyed their set quite a bit for sure. We didn't mention this I thought it was self-explanatory, but maybe not. Supernaut was the cover for Mastodon.
Oh yeah. Sorry. We should call those out. Yeah.
Electric Funeral for Rival Sons was theirs.
Yeah.
Anthrax. Getting into Anthrax.
Yeah, Anthrax only played 2 songs.
Yes.
One because I think they started with Indians, which is their song. And how long is that? Like 8 minutes?
I don't think it's that long.
Oh, I thought it was like really long. I feel like it goes on forever. I
think it's only like 6 minutes.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Like, because they play it, I mean, every single time we see them.
Long live the Indians.
Like, maybe it's just how it goes because, like, maybe on Spotify it's only 6 minutes, but I feel like it goes on
with the crowd interaction,
way longer with the crowd interaction. Yeah. Because then we also heard it when we saw them with Slayer.
Yes.
And I feel like it just went on forever.
Yeah, 5.5 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, no, I swear, like the live set goes on. And maybe it is just with the crowd interaction and stuff like that.
Yeah, but yeah, that was their song. And then what was their cover?
Into the Void.
Yeah, that was their cover.
So they only played the 2 songs.
Yeah, only the 2 songs. Pretty early for them, but they are a member of the Big Four, so I did expect them to be a little higher. The only member of the Big Four not there, Megadeth. Another one that was like, what the fuck, why aren't you here?
Yeah. We talked about that before, like where they announced it, like why is Megadeth not there? So,
yes.
I mean, there's a lot of bands that could be there, sort of thing.
Motley Crue was another one for me after watching The Dirt and seeing that like Ozzy scene with storing the ants and the piss. Like that was, I think they were pretty tight back in the day, I think.
I think so, maybe.
And it was announced ahead of time. There was one band that was sort of booted from the bill.
Yeah.
Sharon's apparently going to announce it later.
Supposedly. I mean, it's been a week, so.
I kind of don't give a shit. I kind of do. This was a fucking amazing show with with who we had here.
So I think the whole thing why they got booted, quote unquote, is because they wanted to be compensated for their time.
Yeah.
And nobody was compensated for the time for this. It all went to charity.
I think maybe you got your flights and room.
Yeah, we don't know that
reimbursed.
So
but I don't think any of the bands were paid to be there.
Yeah, and I don't know what any accommodations or anything like that was paid for. So I'm just saying no compensation was given. So that's the rumor I heard, is that the band that was removed from the list was wanting compensation.
Yeah.
So
whatever. And I think it was either here with Anthrax set or maybe next with Hailstorm set that I started to realize sort of the structure of the show. And I like trying to find this shit and understand this shit. Okay. So I think it was metal, rock, metal, rock, metal, rock.
Oh, okay.
Alternating back and forth.
Yes, yeah, that makes sense.
So it was, you get something hard, something a little lighter, something hard, something a little lighter.
Now that you're saying that, it makes sense.
Which Ozzy dips his toe both realms, right? Like I've heard an interview once, or I saw an interview once, or read a headline once, probably the latter, read a headline.
Yeah, you probably didn't read the actual thing.
Where Ozzy's like, I don't know why people consider me metal and like Godfather of metal. I'm not metal. I listen to metal, I look at metal, and I watch it now. I do not sound like that. I do not look like that. I do not play like that. These guys are fucking metal. What I do is just rock or some shit. And I even heard Lemmy say that as well. Like Lemmy wasn't really considering himself a metalhead. It was more of, I'm a rock punk kind of dude.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, we hear that a lot. Like Randy from Lamb of God is always like, he's punk.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they play in a metal band.
Mark Morton's a fucking hippie, apparently.
Well,
You've read his book.
I've read his book, so you might be a little surprised with that.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just what we heard on the boat, and it was kind of a funny, like it was maybe a tongue-in-cheek sort of joke.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
I think so.
Anywho, back to the show.
Yep, back to the show. Back to the concert that we're talking about.
Hailstorm.
So this is one band that we've never seen before.
I'm still kind of shocked we haven't seen them before. Like they're big and they should be at festivals.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked we haven't seen them at a festival. I think we
should have seen them at a festival. You were correct.
Yes.
I will not be buying a ticket to a Hailstorm show. I just got to say that.
What? All right. Let's talk about their set. What did they play first?
Okay. They played Love Bites, So Do I, Rain Your Blood on Me, and Perry Mason.
Which was the Ozzy cover.
Which is the Ozzy cover. So why would I not buy a ticket to Hailstorm? I did not enjoy it at all. The 15 minutes they were on stage, no part of that was enjoyed by me.
I enjoyed Love Bites. I thought Perry Mason was a good cover. I thought Rain Your Blood on Me, she came out and she's like, this is a new one. I thought that was kind of weird.
To play a new song?
To play like, this is my live. I don't know if it was live, but they just released it today on Spotify.
Oh, really? Like just today?
Just today, yeah.
That is weird. Like, why? That's what you do when you're in front of your fans.
Or even at a festival, but like not at this show.
No, this is where you play like the deep cuts of the songs that everybody knows.
Or just like, I don't know.
And when I say deep cuts, I just mean like the songs that have been around forever.
Or like even not, but like announcing a new song.
Yeah.
Like this isn't the event to announce a new song. But this isn't the show to release a new song or just play a new song. I think this is, this isn't about you, right? Even the festival's not about you, but that's more so about you, right?
Yeah.
Than this. This is Ozzy and Sabbath.
Right.
You just play the songs that are out there, and that's it.
Yeah.
You don't do new shit.
Nobody's there to see you.
Well, they are, but they're not, right?
Yes, but I mean, what I meant is like, people are not there because Hailstorm is performing.
Sure.
So.
The one sort of caveat to that is with the announcement today and for the song, they did have like a little blurb in here. I'll just read that real quick.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, if you want.
So the blurb about the song is our ode to women, the crawl, the climb, the clenching of fists, the screaming of sirens, the breaking of the glass. This is our war cry. We may not win the war in our lifetime, but we can pass the torch to our daughters so that they may light the way. Lizzie Hill. I think you said Lindsay Hill, and it's Lizzie Hill.
I meant Lizzie Hill.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah.
So that blurb gives me a little bit more like, okay, it wasn't as bad. Because, I mean, she was the only female up there on the stage.
Which I've seen a video of her talking about that as well. Like, I'm representing all females in metal. So.
Well, sort of. Like, at this show she was.
Yeah.
As well as, like, the concept of like, this is a song that, you know, it's for women. Women in metal are definitely sort of a minority in the metal industry, like in the metal music community and whatnot. I see a lot more metal artists out there now that are women and not just white. Like, white male is sort of where metal was. Metal music definitely over the years, and more so recently, is just expanding, becoming more diverse, which I think is a great fucking thing. So, and also, like, this is sort of what Ozzy did, right? And Black Sabbath did. They sort of started something, and it's sort of been passed down generation after generation now. 2 generations, maybe 3, I don't know. But passed down, and it will keep getting passed down and keep getting passed down. So I can kind of see where she's coming from with that. I still think it's odd to play that song, but yeah, I don't know.
Now, seeing that blurb, it makes sense why she played the song, because she was the only female on stage at any point in time of the whole day. And it reminds me of a conversation we had with the people from Belgium on the train from Birmingham to London we mentioned earlier, because they kind of brought up Hailstorm and like saying that they weren't a big fan of Hailstorm as well. And I'm like, well, I'm not a fan of Hailstorm either. And they were like, well, why were they even there? And I was like, well, I think Lizzie Hale is somebody in metal or in rock metal who a lot of women looked up to, especially early 2000s and stuff like that. Like, everybody looked like she was the person in metal.
She was the main female metal rock. I'll say metal.
Yeah, I'll go on the metal side
it's like
too.
Radio metal, right? It's 3 Days Grace type metal. You hear it on the radio all the time, unless we did back home.
Yeah. So, but like, that's what I said on the train, is like, she's who like women looked up to or girls looked up to.
Right. Inspiring the next generation.
Yeah, exactly. Like what she said. So it makes sense. All those conversations and what the blurb says all makes sense now. Like why it was played, why they were there, all that stuff. Again, not my thing.
Yeah.
But it's somebody's thing. So it's cool for them to be there.
Right. And I would pay to go see Hailstorm again. I would like to see a Hailstorm set, their own set. I do think it's radio metal, you know, radio rock, radio metal, as we talk about, like 3 Days Grace, Shinedown, all that shit, right? I enjoy that. I do enjoy it. It's a good sort of, I say, a palate cleanser.
I don't like her voice. I don't like her attitude. I don't like her.
Well, why not?
Because I watched a video of her talking about playing before the show even happened, and she was just condescending and like, I'm the only one that they asked. And
gotcha.
I don't know. I don't. You always say I don't like women. I don't like that woman.
So yeah, you might not be going to see them when I go to see them, but
it depends on who they're with. If they're with somebody that I like, I will go.
I would like to experience it at least once, their own show.
I don't know.
It's not my go-to thing by any means. I would like to experience it once. But all in all, they did a decent job. I liked their set. It was more on the rocky side, and I was really sort of looking forward to the next band, which was sort of one of the highlights for me, for sure. And was going to be. I knew that going in.
Yeah, we knew. I mean, it's the band that we talked about probably the most, aside from Metallica, maybe?
Probably. Which was Lamb of God.
Lamb of God.
And going into their set, this was one of them where we were trying to guess what songs they were going to play.
Yeah.
I thought they would do Now You Have Something to Die For and Walk With Me in Hell.
Okay. I assumed Laid to Rest and then Walk With Me in Hell.
Yeah.
Are the two that I thought.
Because, I mean, Ozzy's the Prince of Darkness. So I, again, tweaked the words a little bit and like, you know what? Now we can walk with Ozzy in hell. Or because of Ozzy, we can all walk with him in hell.
Yeah.
And just tweak your song a little bit there
for
this one time.
Yeah.
Walk with him in hell.
Yeah.
So I did think that Laid to Rest, maybe a bit, macabre and whatnot, but of like, Ozzy's going to die. Let's lay him to rest. This is the show where we're laying him down.
Yeah.
And even Ozzy's like, if I die on this stage tonight, I'm going to be happy. Like, come on. Like, but maybe it's some bad taste.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But they didn't play those. What did they end up playing?
Well, they played Laid to Rest and Redneck.
Well, all right. They didn't play what I thought they were going to play. They played one of the songs you thought.
Yeah. Laid to Rest and Redneck, which Redneck makes sense as well. It's like a very well-known song.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could have played so much,
yeah.
So it's hard. And then they played Children of the Grave, which is...
For their cover.
Black Sabbath cover? Or
yes,
Ozzy
yes,
cover?
Yes.
Okay. I get them confused sometimes which one's Ozzy and which one's Black Sabbath, so... Have you listened to Children of the Grave on Spotify that they released?
So they did release it afterwards.
Yeah.
Like the day or two after. I have not listened to it yet.
Okay.
Have you?
I have.
How is it?
I'm not a fan.
No?
No. So Randy's vocals are in the background of the music. It's not the frontal. And I like Lamb of God music because I like Randy's voice. I like the vocals. I like how it all melds together. And the mixing of Children of the Grave by Lamb of God, or the cover by Lamb of God, is very guitar heavy at front, and Randy's vocals are in the back.
Okay.
When you listen to it, you'll understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying now,
Okay.
which I think fits perfectly with the original. Like,
I'm sure that's what they were doing.
yeah.
I enjoyed it on stage. I enjoyed it so much on stage, and Randy got so into it and like was he was excited to sing the song. I just don't like the mixing of it, and I understand when I was listening to it. I'm like, okay, this is like how it was, like the original was recorded, blah 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 blah. But I'm like, for me, I don't like it.
I get that. That makes sense. It's kind of sort of not against, but different than what they normally do.
Oh, Lamb of God.
Lamb of God normally does.
Yeah.
Skipping ahead a little bit to Tobias, I read an interview with him where he's like, the Ozzy song he did was Bark at the Moon. He wanted to do a Sabbath song, him or what he wanted to do. There were a bunch of songs he wanted to do, and he was, nope, that's taken. No, you can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. He landed on whatever. He kind of didn't want to do, based on the interview, and I'm paraphrasing here, because Sabbath, you have a singing bit, and then you have a long guitar or bass bit with some drums and whatnot, and then you have a little bit of singing, and he's like, not to like make fun of anybody or make fun of anything. I just can't sit there and clap my hands and
have the crowd interaction with that,
like just
speaking or say anything.
Yeah, it's like I'm not going to stand there for like 2 minutes while they like do their solos and shit. Like that's not like my style. I don't like that. So Randy is fucking.
Oh, he's doing cartwheels, somersaults on the stage and stuff like that.
I can't remember when it was. I don't know if it was. If I'm thinking the same thing you are, the somersault type thing. He jumped up and then fell as he landed, and then did like a back roll or a roll to get out of it, and then jump back up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Because I saw that, and I was like, that's funny. I've never seen Randy fall. And I was like, wait, he's probably fallen a lot because he performs a lot, and he goes fucking hard, jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
I love their fucking set. I thought it was fucking awesome.
It was so good, and we were still up on stage, right on the. Like kind of, so the circle was like a half circle. Yeah, we didn't really talk about that. But
that's what I wanted to talk about when we were talking about Sid, but I got distracted.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So the gold circle was kind of a half circle, so it wasn't a hard stop across the field. Yeah, which a lot of them are a hard stop across the field. So you could get in those little corners and be pretty close. When we saw Sid, we were pretty close. And we even posted a picture, and our friend from Germany was like, holy shit, you were in gold circle? Like, we should have met up. I was like, oh no. We were not gold circle.
We were like 2 people from the rail.
We were close to the rail because you can get so close.
And we really weren't that far from the rail on stage right either.
No, because and then they had like a little walkway through it too. So like we were pretty good. Like we were pretty close for a while. We knew we weren't going to stay up there the whole time. Yeah. We're just not those people. I don't know. Yeah. So
we did stay up there. Oh, before getting into the supergroup A, the first supergroup. I thought it was funny at the end of their set, Randy takes his shoes off, throw those in the crowd. Yeah. He had a bag of picks. I think it was opened.
He was trying to open them, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it did open because I saw a few fly out.
Oh, okay.
But he threw it and basically threw the entire bag of picks. Yeah. So somebody, or I'm assuming it was like a mad dash of people grab it, got a bag full of picks.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully they shared them around.
Like, I hope so.
Like on the boat. Like on the boat, they just throw them and like everybody's like, oh, do you need some?
Did you get a pick? Did you get a pick?
Yeah. So
awesome fucking set. I loved Lamb of God. So that was so fucking good.
I mean, I knew going in that was gonna be a highlight for me. Even if they only played 15 minutes, I was like, I knew that was gonna be a highlight.
Right.
So.
Same. Then we get Supergroup A, which started out with The Ultimate Sin. We won't name everybody in all the super groups because we've already been here a long time. We'll be here a lot longer. But this was Lindsay Hell. She came out and she was in like a red dress or some shit.
Yeah.
Nightgown type thing, whatever.
It was kind of a nightgown type
thing. It was. Yeah, it was really weird, sort of.
Yeah.
Anywho, she came out and played The Ultimate Sin with a bunch of other people. I do remember Jakey Lee. They were trying to find him because they announced everybody. Yeah. And then they're all up there giggling on stage like, has anybody seen Jake?
Yeah.
We're missing Jakey Lee.
Saying, like, Jake. Yeah. Jake. And then he just like kind of walks out like,
here I am.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I'm on stage.
That was fucking funny. After that, she brought out David Draymond for Shot in the Dark, and then he sung also Sweet Leaf. I have some comments about David, but we'll bring those up after we talk about the next ones, which were Believer, which David was off the stage, and then Changes with Youngblood.
And Youngblood, I think, was not announced, so it was like kind of like the surprise like thing for him to come out.
I think so, yeah. Or the individual who had passed away recently. I don't remember who it was. I think, was he supposed to sing?
I don't know.
Getting into each individual song, I guess a little bit. Not a whole lot to say other than the Jakey Lee thing that we said already. David came out and played 2 songs.
Yep. Crowd was not very receptive.
Pretty loud and vocal boos.
Yep.
I do remember that.
Yep.
I will say, once he started singing, though, the boos subsided.
They did, yeah. It was all during the quiet parts.
And then people enjoyed the music. Yep. And then, as he would do his speaking, it was more boos and a chant, Free, Free Palestine.
Yep.
Which, kind of a catchy chant. I would have not done 2 frees. I was thinking about that the other day. It was like, Free, Free Palestine, Free, Free Palestine. Free Palestine, Free Palestine. Like it just flows better with the 2.
It flows a little bit better.
I will say the Brits and the Europeans are very good with their chants and their protesting.
And I think we've talked about this many times where we try, like, it's so hard sometimes to separate the artists from their personal views. David's on the fence with me.
Yeah.
I've stopped following his personal Facebook and Instagram because I just need to separate from that. But also sometimes when Disturbed music comes on, I'm like, skip.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard for me. And Disturbed was my band for the longest time.
Yeah.
Very long time.
They were the band that like got you into metal.
It is the band that got me into metal.
They are your Metallicas. Like Metallica's
for you.
To me. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't support what his view is. And I understand he's Jewish, has the roots and everything, but just because you support Palestine doesn't mean you're anti-Semitic.
Yeah, there was an article.
Palestine and Hamas are separate. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
There was an article by Metal Injection where they went through his like Instagram post and said everything like they're like you can criticize a government without criticizing the people of the government.
Yes. Like 100%.
The government is not the people. Like,
yep.
And this came up every now and then in conversations around American politics of like, we're not going to talk about that. No politics here.
So, but to that comment, like he has posted on Instagram a couple years. When did the whole thing start? Like October 7th, 2023 or 2024?
Something like that, yeah.
2023. So he started posting about that. Like, oh no, they voted Hamas in. People could say the same fucking thing about our government.
Yeah.
I don't, we're not that. So anyways.
Anywho,
it's just, it's the separation thing that I could see why it happened at the show.
Yeah. I was a little shocked that this booze sort of happened.
I was shocked that it happened, but I could see why it happened.
No, I can see why it happened too. But if this had happened in the States, I don't think you'd get booed.
I would agree.
I don't think we like it would happen in the States, right?
Yeah.
Which is weird because when we went to see the 25th, I kind of expected some booze or some sort of chant like that, but no, there was 25th. Nothing. What did I say? 20th?
You said 25th. Oh, you mean of the sickness?
Of the sickness, when we saw the 25th of the sickness.
I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I was like, 25th what?
Yeah, sorry, 25th of the sickness. I kind of went in expecting some kind of booze or some sort of like fuck you type things.
Yeah.
But there was none of that I heard there.
Yeah, I think that's just maybe because everybody there was a Disturbed fan. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Or it's that whole separation of art from artists. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting for me. I don't know. It was. I just wanted to call it out because it did happen. I do remember standing there thinking like, wow, I understand. I don't think I took any videos for the vlog of David singing. I heard somebody behind us just talking amongst their friends and whatnot, like, don't give it to him, he doesn't deserve it or something like that. So I kind of like, I'm just going to not record any of this.
I took a video and I posted it.
Maybe we'll use it, maybe we won't in the vlog, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet, but
I have a video of him singing and I posted it on Instagram.
Yeah. I will also say I could have seen him also like coming up there and saying something about Israel and like kind of clapping back at the crowd. So one sort of tip of the cap a little bit to him, I guess, of not making this about you or anything. Yeah. Like you get up there, you sing your bit, you say your few words, and you get the fuck off the stage. You don't interact, you don't say shit. Like this isn't, again, back to the Lizzie Hill song thing. This isn't a day about you. This is not about you.
Right.
You're up here to celebrate Ozzy and Sabbath. And I think he did that well. I really do think he did that well.
Yeah. I like the songs that he sang too. I mean, I like his voice and I liked how he sang the songs and like how it came across. Yeah. So, what did you think about Changes?
I loved Changes.
I loved it too. I don't know Youngblood. Now that I know of him, I've seen more on Instagram and like I've seen a lot of posts and like kind of where he came from a few years ago and how he's blown up and like all this stuff.
I still have no clue who the fuck he is.
He's an actor and a rock.
Is he an actor?
Yeah, he's an actor and a rock person from Britain or from England. So, rock artist. I don't know, not a rock star, but a rock artist.
Yeah, whatever.
But anyways, so seeing all this now, and I'm like, I loved the rendition. I loved how on the screens they changed it to black and white, like a filter thing for it or whatever. I just thought it was awesome.
That's why I can't remember. I think it was the song before. It was called out of like, somebody in Portugal had passed away like the week before or something like that. And I felt like maybe they should have been there playing or something. I didn't understand that connection. So I thought like the dimming the lights to black and white was sort of like in remembrance of him possibly. That's sort of what I gathered. I didn't know.
Okay, I didn't put those two and two together. So
I also didn't know who Youngblood was. So when he comes out there and I didn't really hear what they had said. Like for some reason I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Or I just didn't hear it quite right.
Well, and it's kind of weird because Lizzie introduced David. Yeah. David that was supposed to introduce what was it, Whitfield, and the person and number 2 from Sleep Token. I think those are the two people that he introduced. I don't know. But the Sleep Token thing was kind of funny because he's like, I think he said
did he? I don't remember that.
I think he said I from Sleep Token, but he was like all confused about it. I don't know.
I don't remember that. All right.
And then I'm sure that they introduced Youngblood or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Anywho, I missed that. I didn't know who they said. He comes out, he starts singing, and I was trying to figure out who he was, and I was like, is this Tobias without his face and everything? I've seen him in interviews, but he's always got like a beard or a mustache. Yeah. This guy's clean shaven.
Yeah, and young.
I guess I could kind of see you being Tobias with your hair slicked back. He's got the new, the Papa.
The new Papa.
The new Papa sort of character. So maybe you cut your hair and you slicked it back. Kind of weird you're not coming out there in your mask and whatnot. But again, this isn't a day about you. You're not playing the character, but you're also billed as the character. Yeah. So I was really confused on who Youngblood was, who was playing it, up until Tobias actually came out and played as Papa.
Later on.
Group, yeah. So that was just one thing I was like weird about on the song, or not weird about, but unsure of during the song. But Changes itself was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The crowd singing it was incredible. I loved it. It was loud. It was great.
I think that was the first like emotional moment that I had.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't cry yet. But I think that was when I was like, oh my gosh, it just has so much emotion in it. Yeah.
And then was the Mr. Crawley video. Yeah. So this right there.
This thing that where are you getting this from? Loudwire?
Louder sound, somewhere around the internet.
Whatever. It has the Mr. Crowley thing, which had Revel Ian, Roman Morello, and young musicians.
And other young musicians. It did feel like very School of Rocky.
It was. So I think that's what it was supposed to be from, right? So. Yeah. That's what I thought. Or
sort of like the nod to it with Jack Black.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was a nod to, yeah. But they did have Revel and Roman come out and introduce it.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cute. I know that's so weird to say since they're both in bands themselves, but it was kind of cute to have them come out.
It was interesting when they came out because you could tell they were reading off of a prompter or a piece of paper on the ground or something, because they would look down.
There was a prompter. I'm sure there's a prompter there.
The cadence of speaking. Yeah. Also with Jason Momoa, we haven't talked about him at all. He's been out a couple times, or at least once since now.
At least once, yeah.
It all felt very scripted.
Yeah.
His
Except
interactions.
for the first thing that he said. So at first when he goes out, he was like, when I heard this was announced, I was starting to call up everybody. I was calling up Kirk. I was calling up, like, he named like multiple people being like, I need to get there. Like, how do I get there?
Right.
And then he got the call from Sharon. So that felt genuine. That felt genuine to me. But then everything else he said, you could tell was like
it felt very scripted. Yeah. It felt like he was just reading or memorizing lines. Same with the kids. It was just sort of, it felt very scripted. That aspect of the show I did not enjoy. Sort of the scripted moment type things. Even later in the day, Tom Morello comes out, who was the like musical director of this whole event. His little speech was also felt very scripted. I thought I saw him looking down and reading off of a prompter as well.
I'm sure they all were.
I get it. You need to have like, I need to hit this point, this point, this point, this point. I understand that. But it didn't feel as genuine, right? As if you just go out there and vamp.
Yeah. Maybe they just wanted it to be a certain way or not have people go too long or something like that. I don't know.
It's very easy, especially for performers, to go very long with their bullshit chatty and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Like we've been to shows where people just, like not people, but like the artists will just like vamp a lot and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I get it. I do understand it. I just didn't enjoy that as much. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I agree. I caught on to it too.
Yeah. Getting into the next real band, I guess.
Real band.
The non-supergroup bands.
Yeah.
Is Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains.
Who played Man in the Box, Wood, and Fairies Wear Boots, a Sabbath cover.
I was interested in that. Have we seen
Alice in Chains? We have never seen Alice in Chains.
I didn't think so. I was interested in, especially the close-ups of how they get that sound or the voice.
Oh, it's the talk box.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it. I was like, if that would have been recorded today in 2025 as the first time, it would be all like
auto-tuned and bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that surprised me so much. And I was just like, I like this. This is genuine. It's not the auto-tune bullshit. What?
That's an interesting point. I have a similar point around Tool when we come to their set.
Okay.
Around that same sort of aspect.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that though.
Obviously we've listened. I mean, the songs you hear all the time on the radio, you hear that sound, you hear everything. And I was just like, I didn't know how they did it.
Yeah.
And now seeing it live, it's like, oh my, and people probably like, duh, it's Alice in Chains. Like, how do you not know this? But we've never seen it live. So
I enjoy Alice in Chains music. Don't get me wrong. I do. I'm not like a super big fan.
Me neither. Yeah.
They're always on the radio back home when we go through. And that's really the only time I listen to them.
Yeah.
And again, they would always be on the radio growing up, almost as much as Ozzy, but not as much as Ozzy.
Yeah, so but they still play the same two songs.
They do. Man in the Box and Wood.
Yes, I was going to say those two songs are the two songs they play.
And you knew them, and the crowd was fucking into it and singing. It was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I loved it. I would love to see an actual set of theirs.
I would see an actual set of theirs.
I need to get more into their music.
Yeah.
Matt from Thrash of the Titans and Mega Ballads is in a Alice in Chains tribute band as well. I almost said cover. But no, a tribute band as well.
Yep.
I now want to see his band even more.
Me too. Like how, like just listening to, and I have to say, like, so seeing like Thrash of the Titans play, like helped me understand Slayer songs more because I mean, I don't really listen to Slayer. And now like watching them do their set, which is normally like 4 or 5 Slayer songs, it's like, okay, now I know the sound. I know like what, like all that stuff. So it's, like listening to the tribute bands has helped with that as well. So
I think this was also the first set that was a little bit longer. I think they got like 20 minutes or so.
Oh, did they?
I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I will say this based on, we didn't bring this up, but based on sort of those leaked sort of times and whatnot, it seemed like it started, 30 minutes early?
Yeah, so the leak time said that it was going to start at 1:30 and Mastodon started at 1 on the dot. So it was like 30 minutes off.
Right.
But before the end of the night, they got caught up somehow.
They did get caught up, yeah. And I'm glad, though, that we showed up early enough to be there.
Yes, yeah.
I would have been pissed if we showed up.
And we missed Mastodon.
Right.
Or missed anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't go off of the leaked stuff. Doors are at this time go.
Alice in Chains had 15 minutes as well.
Did they also?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So everybody has 15 minutes up until...
Gojira.
Nope, Gojira has 15 minutes.
They had 15 minutes only?
Yep. Tool is the first band that had 20 minutes.
Interesting. Even Pantera didn't have 20 minutes?
Nope. Pantera had 15 minutes.
15 minutes
Scheduled 15 minutes. Now, if they went over a little bit, maybe.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
We'll throw that list up as well,
Yeah.
the elite sort of time on the screen. But I could have sworn Alice in Chains was supposed to have more. Gojira, I thought, got more. Maybe that was the first one I thought. I don't know. But getting to Gojira then.
So after Alice in Chains, we fought through the crowd to go back because like you wanted a beer. I was going to need to go to the bathroom. Like
right. Get some food, go to the bathroom and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we worked our way back toward the back of the floor.
Yeah. Middle.
Yep. Right behind this giant black square.
Yes.
Not quite sure what that was all for. People online or on Reddit were saying afterwards that that's where the bands were supposed to be for their performance, like the VIP section.
Okay.
It sounded like they were just sort of walking through the crowd doing their own thing anyway.
Yeah.
It almost seemed like Braun during the Super Group
we
hanging
did.
out.
Yeah, like just hanging out in the crowd. It almost seemed like it was ADA because there's like a ramp.
I saw people in wheelchairs that never were there. So like, I was also worried about like the ADA. I was just like, are they going to bring a stage out here and play in the middle?
When we first saw it at the beginning of the night, or the beginning of the day at like 12:30, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like,
but you would have seen stuff set up by that time, but nothing was set up. So I don't know. It was just sort of a weird black square.
And I've seen online, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you might have seen all of that too. But like just pictures of like people from the stands being like, what is this? Like, why is this space? And I thought the same thing. Like, why is this space being taken up? So
I could see it definitely being for the bands.
Yeah.
But also the band just being like, fuck it, I'm going to go stand in the crowd. I don't need to be in my own little section. It's just like the boat. They just wander through the crowd or the boat as well, like hanging out and whatnot. But yeah, we did move back for Gojira. And what did we have for their set?
They played Stranded, Silvera, Mea Culpa, and Under the Sun, which is Black Sabbath cover.
Yes,
okay,
it
good.
Is. I love Gojira. I don't know the names of their songs that well. No,
we were at a Gojira show, and like the security was like, "Where are they in their set?" And I'm like, I don't know.
Right, but the thing is, I know all of these songs.
I know all of this.
As soon as they start playing, I'm like, oh, I fucking know this song. I love this song.
Me too. I just don't know their catalog. I guess the name of the catalog. When they started playing Mea Culpa, is that Mea Culpa, I was so happy. I've wanted to hear that live since the Olympics.
So this was one where we were talking ahead of time. We're like, they're gonna play that song. There's no fucking way they don't play that song.
I didn't know though. Like with them only playing 3, like I was thinking they were gonna play 2 songs with a cover.
Sure, but this is like the biggest song for metal in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah. Like it put metal on the stage, on the world stage.
On the world stage, it has expanded so well because of this song. Like the metal community, it got people into it. Sort of like Metallica's Master of Puppets when they finally played it for Stranger Things.
Yeah, I'm glad that they made it so big after that.
So I was like, they're gonna fucking play that.
Yeah.
The nuance to me, or not the nuance, the thing I wasn't expecting was the opera singer Maria Viotta.
I don't know. I'm sorry. No, it's probably Viotti. I bet it's Viotti.
Maria Viotti? Probably, yeah. Probably Viotti.
Marina
Viotti. All right. Anywho, whatever her name is, sorry I fucked up pronunciation.
I'll cut out some of those so it doesn't look like we did it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm really shitty with reading and words. But anywho, I was not expecting her to be out there singing her part in person, or singing that part in person.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a recording or something.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good.
Next time we see them live and they play that song, 'cause they're going to play it now.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see her. I think this was. Yeah, I don't. They're going to pay for her to tour around with them. It's going to be a recording, I think.
Yeah.
But that was fucking phenomenal. I loved it so much. And then Under the Sun, they fucking crushed that as well.
It was so good.
Oh my god, it was great.
So Lamb of God and Gojira are the 2 bands that I was like, they needed a couple more songs.
Yes.
But then again, we're fans, so.
Very true.
Where if, somebody who was an Alice in Chains fan was probably like, oh my god, they need to play longer, or, something like that. So
I was thinking during their set that every band basically came out and said, hey, we're so grateful to be here. We thank Ozzy and Sabbath, they influenced us. Yeah. They did all this, blah, 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 blah. Basically, and these were very genuine emotions, right? I was kind of hoping that they would come out and say all of that as well as they did, but that they would do that in French.
Oh, yeah.
Because every time we see them here in the States, it seems like they're very apologetic. Like, thank you for letting a couple frogs come and play in your country. This is so awesome. Thank you, thank you. We have a little bit of history, I guess, with France in the last since 20 years or whatnot, right? France and England also, I think, have a little bit of a history that's lasted, a couple hundred years. So I think that would have been just funny, a French coming in and to the, and speaking in French. Also, I think it would have shown like metal is a global industry, not industry, but a global genre, global art form that Sabbath has created. Like showing you that these little kids from Birmingham went out and made something that spread across the world and has impacted so many lives in a very, very positive way throughout the entire world, every fucking language and whatnot. So I kind of thought that would be a fun little nod of the cap. I wouldn't understand a fucking thing they said, but I would have been happy with it. I understand why they didn't do it, but in my head, I was like, that'd be really cool if they do that.
But what did they say?
A lot of cool things.
They said that they were they've been super nervous all morning because they had to play a Black Sabbath cover, and they were backstage practicing it, and they were super nervous to come out on stage. And after they said that, I think when we were waiting for our food, you said like, "Oh, I'm so glad that they said that because it shows like how."
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yes.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I do not remember that.
Yeah,
at all.
That even like, the musicians are, having a good time and like excited to be here and like nervous to be here and stuff like that. So.
Oh, fun. I don't remember saying that.
You don't remember saying that?
I do not. Okay.
We had that whole conversation.
Yeah, all right.
So.
Interesting. Okay, cool. I agree with everything I said back then. That I don't remember saying. I do that a lot, I guess. But after their set came in sort of the next surprise I wasn't expecting, which was the drum off.
A drum off. Yes.
I did not know there was going to be one.
That's what they called it.
It was just more of a jam session, honestly.
It was a jam session with some well-known drummers.
With 3 drummers.
Yeah. I was wanting more of like an actual drum off where like one would play and then the next one would play and then the next one.
Right.
Like back and forth sort of thing.
They did that a little bit.
A little bit.
They would like Travis Barker would do his bit and then Chad would pick it up and do his bit and then Danny would do his bit and so on and so forth, right? Like, yeah.
It just wasn't how I was expecting it, but...
I wasn't expecting the guitars and the bass and whatnot, just sort of like hanging out and adding support and whatnot.
Yeah.
I thought it was very, very good. I really enjoyed the drum off, honestly, a lot.
It was fine. I
enjoyed the drum off more than I did the drum off at the boat.
I like that. That was
on
fun.
the boat, I didn't like it because it was just one person up there doing their thing, and then the next person. And I think I said at that time, it's like, I think it would have been a lot cooler if it was more of a cohesive song, where this felt more cohesive.
Oh yeah, because
with all 3 of them and them just jamming and whatnot. Yeah. I did like that aspect better, personally.
Okay, it was different than what I thought it was going to be.
Fair.
So, but
fair.
It was good.
And then on the leaked bill, it also showed there was sort of supposed to be a changeover, I think, between this and the next supergroup.
Was there?
I thought so, but it wasn't that way in person. In person, it was.
No, there's no changeover.
There's no changeover?
No.
Okay. Good, because...
no, there was supposed to be a 7-minute changeover.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But there wasn't.
But it led straight into Supergroup B, or the second supergroup, which opened with Breaking the Law, which I thought was fucking awesome because Judas Priest is also from Birmingham.
Also from Birmingham, yes.
Their first album came out in 74, I think it is, and Black Sabbath's first album came out in 70. So, like, these 2 bands are, like, known as sort of, like, the godfathers of metal, along with Iron Maiden as well, right?
Yeah.
So...
And was Iron Maiden earlier or later?
I think they're later.
Oh, they would be later if Black Sabbath was first. So a little Google search, way later in the 80 or in the 80.
Yeah.
In 1980.
But I thought that was awesome. They played tribute to Judas Priest, even though they weren't there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of shitty Judas Priest isn't here. Like, they're hometown boys too. Why the fuck aren't they here? Rob Halford, as I said earlier, did do sort of like the greeting or the video call.
Cameos. That were
the video cameo thing. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty fucking awesome. And then the next song was Snowblind?
Yes, it was.
Snowblind, then Flying High Again, Rock Candy, Bark at the Moon, Train Kept A-Rollin', Walk This Way, and Whole Lotta Love sort of mixture like there.
Yeah.
Good fucking second supergroup. We left during Sammy Hagar Flying High.
Yes, to go get food.
Go get food, go to the bathroom, get another beer. I wasn't a big fan of Sammy Hagar's sort of singing and sort of the song choices and whatnot. So I was like, fuck it, we're done. We need to go get food anyway.
Yeah. I think this is where you were maybe wanting to mention
the changeover
times. And like, there is no break.
Yes.
It is music, a video to watch, music, a video watch. Right. It's like there's something constantly happening.
I didn't want to miss the videos. I didn't want to miss Sid's DJ set or any other little surprises that popped up.
Yeah.
So.
And the food was out of the stadium. So they had like a little parking lot type area kind of blocked off with porta potties and food stands. I guess maybe it wasn't a parking lot. Maybe it was like the front entrance to the stadium.
It was the front entrance, okay. Or one of the entrances. I don't know.
Entrances, yeah.
They did have some food in the stadium as well that you could have gone to if we wanted to.
Oh, I thought that was only beer.
No, they had some food as well.
Okay,
yeah.
Never mind then.
But we went out to the food trucks because they had a bunch of food trucks out there. Wanted to check that out. I'm a big food truck fan anyway. It's all fried fucking greasy chicken and French fries and bullshit anyway, right? Like it's all gonna be the same. But yeah, we went out there. And I think right when we got our chicken strips with mayonnaise all over them for some fucked up reason.
They did put mayonnaise on it, yes.
I hate mayonnaise, but whatever.
And it was like squirted on it. It wasn't like dipping.
Yeah, anywho, around that time, I think, is when Bark at the Moon was starting, which was Papa.
Yeah, because like as soon as we got inside, you're like...
It's Bark at the Moon.
Yeah, well, no, you were like... Ghost is on.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to hurry? And I was like, oh yes.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Which was awesome. I loved seeing that one. And then I think it was Aerosmith. We went back up again to go to the bathrooms or do something. I can't remember what it was.
I think to go to the bathroom. Yeah.
Because it was like we're gonna be done after this. We're not leaving the floor again.
Yeah. We knew we were done leaving.
So we did miss all of Steven Tyler doing Train Kept Rolling and the Walk This Way, Whole Lot of Love.
Yeah.
And I could get those two mixed up. Maybe the first one was the bathroom and the drinks, and then during Aerosmith was going up. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, I can't remember either. I mean,
but it was some combination of
But we missed 4 songs total, I think. So it was the Sammy Hagar songs and half of Bark at the Moon, and then we missed all of Steven Tyler singing.
So I don't know. I do wish there were more time in between the breaks that we could have gone up there and whatnot, but... That's when we chose to go. We missed a little bit. That's on us. Again, hopefully there's going to be a DVD and we can rewatch it then.
Yeah.
And maybe see us walking up the stairs as they're playing.
Well, you did have your orange vest on.
Oh, so I'm not wearing that. Yeah.
Oh, you're not. Oh, man.
Because Mastodon and,
Yeah. Oh, well.
Lamb of God.
But people recognized you with the orange vest at Slayer, so.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see you.
There was one guy early in the day when we were up on stage, right, who came up to me. He's like, gotta say that's an awesome battle vest. Here, have a duck. And like tapped me on the shoulder and he's like, awesome denim, man. And it was like, oh, are you calling the vest like it's a denim vest? Is that a different terminology I didn't know about that's over
like
here?
That they call it denim instead of battle vest?
Yeah, I don't know.
Vest,
I don't know.
Just a vest. Yeah.
Really cool. Getting in the home stretch here, still have a lot to talk about.
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, it's gonna be a long episode. But Pantera. We get Cowboys from Hell, Walk, Planet Caravan, and Electric Funeral. Those last two being Sabbath covers.
Yes. So we were talking about the teleprompter earlier.
Yeah.
Did you notice Phil literally had lyrics printed out on the stage on white paper?
Did he really?
For one of the songs. But so I saw it because they showed it on the big screen a lot. And then like when he was singing, you could see that he's just standing like facing the side of the stage. But on the stage, I noticed it before they even started, like before they started when they showed the stage or like when they were doing Cowboys from Hell. And there was just this long strip of white paper on you can't even see my hand, but like just a long strip, like where they just taped them like together.
Really?
And then like as he's singing, and I can't remember which song he was singing, but he's literally just like staring at
Electric Funeral they've covered before.
Okay, so it must have been
and recorded it and released
Caravan.
it and everything. Interesting. I did not know that. It did not sound like that to me.
It didn't sound like it at all. Like he did a really good job, except for when he had. I think it was just like during the verses, because then when it was the chorus, he would be back out like in front of the amps and
Same
stuff like that.
Same thing Tobias was saying. You have a long interlude in between speaking bits. You had to do something to fill your time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so like I think for the chorus bits, he was reading from the paper, but it just made me laugh that I'm like, he literally, not he probably didn't do it, but somebody literally printed printed it out. So it'd be interesting on the recording if you could, like the live stream, if you could see that or not.
Okay. Fun. I didn't pick up on that.
Notice it?
I did not notice
I should have
that.
been like, he's reading off of a paper right now.
Any hoodles. Awesome fucking set. Crowd got super fucking into it.
Jason Momoa jumped into the crowd.
I didn't even see that, honestly.
Yeah, I only know that. I didn't see him jump in the crowd either. I only know that from
our German friend.
Jason Momoa jumped over the rail
right over him
where he was. Yeah, so he has like a video of Jason like getting in the crowd.
I've seen a few of those as he jumps in. You can see him in there, like you can see the side of his head as he's like looking around and whatnot.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Then we get to Tool, who opened with 46 and 2, Hand of Doom, which is a Sabbath cover, and then they had Enema, which we were talking earlier about the talk box with Allison in Chains. Yeah. When they start Enema and you have Maynard up there and he's like, hey, like that's how the song starts. I saw up on the screen, because we were really far back by this point, that you could see him in the mic going, hey. And I was like, I know that's how the song starts. I kind of expected during your live set for that just to be like an intro track.
Oh, like a recording?
Not knowing that you'd just be down there like singing into your mic to get into the track.
Yeah.
And even like in the middle of the song, there's more of that. And he's still up there doing it as well. Like, it's so easy. So many bands would probably do that as a backing track. As you were saying, like if you do this today, this is a band doing this today, and they're using literal vocals and not backing tracks and bullshit like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really fucking cool. There were a couple women in front of us on the black square.
Oh, right.
They got super fucking into it. They were there
to see Tool. Like, yes.
You said nobody was there to see Lindsey Hill. They were there to see Tool.
Yes.
Once they started playing, they were fucking into it. And then Enema started, and they went berserk for that. It was fucking awesome to see.
So it's so funny because, like, as we're talking about Tool, I'm like, I don't remember Tool. I mean, obviously they played, but, like, I don't remember anything that happened on stage. And I think it's because I was watching how excited they were more than I was watching the stage. I mean, obviously I watched the stage too, but it was like, I remember them, but I don't remember what was happening on the stage. So
I've only seen Tool live once at Open Air 2019.
Yes. Yeah.
That festival was very shitty. We've done a podcast on that. I do want to see them live again. I love Tool, not to like, I know their catalog backwards and forwards like I do Metallica or something like that. But I really do enjoy Tool music. I would love to see their performances. And they put on a great fucking show here for, 3 songs. And what, they had like 20 minutes, you said? They had...
Yeah,
they were the first one that had a longer set.
Yeah. I don't know very much Tool music. I know the sound when it comes on, but like I do not know their catalog at all. That open air show, I don't necessarily remember them performing. I remember Lasers a lot.
I remember that too. That was really cool because that was the first time I noticed when they shoot the lasers, especially like a stadium, they pick the dead spot between sections.
Yeah, so you're not shining into
so they go
eyes.
Straight across there.
Yeah.
So now every time I'm at a show and there's lasers, I always look behind me to see where the dead spot is.
Yeah.
Because of that show.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was cool to see them. They did Tool in the Sands this year, and that would have been really fun to do.
That would have been insane
to do. Could you imagine if we did that and this and the boat?
See, no, because that's the thing, right? We were talking about, we didn't think we'd be able to do this. When they announced Tool in the Sands, we wanted to do that. And we're like, there's no way we can afford that.
Yeah, we had to cut something.
Was announced, and like, there's no way we can do that. But we're going to do it.
We're going to make it happen, yeah.
So this was like, it was just a different caliber.
Yeah.
I would love to do Tool in the Sands. I hope they bring it back. I know there's a bunch of controversy and bullshit around that. We did a 666 on that, whatnot. I think the premise of that sounds fucking awesome. Yeah. I would love to go and see Tool in the Sands.
Yeah.
So hopefully they do it again. But yeah, Tool's great for me. Another great fucking set. Gojira and then Tool. Like, come on, that's fucking awesome. And here then is where that sort of structure I was talking about earlier sort of breaks down.
Oh, yeah.
You had Gojira. You did kind of have the rocky bit with the super groups.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But then you get Tool, Slayer, 2 metal bands, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Ozzy,
Yeah, but Guns N'
Sabbath.
Roses is rock.
They are. So it sticks a little bit,
Yeah.
but Slayer definitely isn't rock. This is this is metal as metal gets. Which, why don't you read off their set list for us?
They play Disciple, War Assemble, Wicked World, South of Heaven, Raining Blood, and Angel of Death.
With the cover being Wicked World.
I was going to say it is a Wicked World. I was trying to like think of which one was the cover. Again, I don't know Slayer catalog, but I'm getting to know their songs more.
Those 5 songs. Those 5 songs are definitely the ones I go to the most when I know Slayer.
I was going to say the same thing. Like, I feel like I heard every single one of those songs.
This is their big one. We kind of knew they were going to do Rain and Blood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And as soon as they played, I was like, we get to hear this again tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
So
I remember on the train ride back into London with our Belgian friends we met, they were joking around like, well, everybody played a tribute but Slayer because they're demigods.
Oh.
And they just kept making that fun, like that comment and whatnot. Yeah. And spoiler for the next episode or next to the Slayer show we're going to do.
Yeah, we'll do it.
They
I just don't know
ended
if
up doing some Sabbath covers there as well. So I was like, did they not? I can't remember if they didn't do a Sabbath cover or an Ozzy cover. But no, they did. Wicked World was their cover. Awesome set. Again, the crowd got super fucking into it, singing along, having a great time. It was fucking awesome. It was a Slayer show.
Yeah.
Or it was a Slayer set.
A Slayer set, yes.
It was so good. I had fun.
I do have to say, this was the first technical full Slayer set we've ever seen.
Yes, it was.
Because we've seen Slayer perform, but never an entire set.
We went to Riot Fest and they were the headliner, and we wanted to beat the train, which sucks because I really wanted to see Rain and Blood. And we beat that, and also Open Air.
Open Air, we saw them, but you saw them from the balcony. I stayed in the bowl.
I stayed in the balcony for like 1 or 2 songs, and then we went down in the bowl because we wanted to see Ozzy.
And we got pushed.
And then the Slayer crowd came in, and it was a madhouse.
Yes.
Not an Anthrax song, an actual motherfucking madhouse.
But it was so much fun.
We got trapped in the mosh, or trapped in the pit. No.
Caught in the mosh?
Caught in the mosh. Is that what it is? I'm going to say that. I want to make this work. We got caught in the mosh. Another Anthrax.
Was not there. No, but that was... So seeing Ozzy then was when I thought was the only time that we'd ever see Ozzy in our life.
Yes. And one of the greatest performances I've ever seen.
Yes. That was highlight of... like if you said like what's one of the best things, I always bring up seeing Ozzy. Like we got pushed so far to the front. That's when I used to take pictures and videos of every fucking thing, and I have so many pictures of like Ozzy right there, and it was fantastic.
Really?
Yes, I still have them on my phone.
Oh, I've never seen those.
Seriously?
Yeah, you've never shown them to me. I remember that too. I remember the show being great. I talked to a work friend of mine who was into metal. We were starting to get back into the metal scene, or listening to more metal. I was, at least, and going to shows. Like, this is sort of Open Air is what sort of got us back into going to shows.
Yeah, Open Air was, yeah.
This was the second year for Open Air. I remember talking to my work friend and being like, Ozzy's going to be there. I hate Ozzy's music, so I'm not really sure about that. Plus, like, have you heard him talk? He can't fucking speak for shit. Like, what the fuck's he going to sound like? And my friend being like, oh, he's going to sound amazing. Ozzy, first off, his music doesn't suck. He's awesome. I've talked about that a lot. I don't like his music because it got overplayed. I think it's great music, blah, blah, blah. But it does get overplayed on the radio, and it sort of killed it for me. Seeing it live, though, is a different story.
It's a whole different thing, yeah.
Also, his voice when he's speaking, like when he's not singing, sure, you have to be patient. And you have to actually try to listen to what he's saying, right? But my friend said the same thing with Open Air of like, once he starts singing, though, it's muscle memory. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Like, it's going to sound perfect. Yep. And that show sounded perfect. And just like you, I thought that was going to be the only time we ever saw Ozzy.
Yep.
Anywho, getting back before we see Ozzy the second time, we get Guns N' Roses for our second time as well.
Yay.
You don't like Guns N' Roses.
I do not like Guns N' Roses.
I do.
They played Never Say Die, Junior's Eyes, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Welcome to the Jungle, and Paradise City. So, I'm going to guess Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath is the cover.
Well, it is, but so are the other 3 songs ahead of that?
Well, I was going to ask.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, the other 3 songs ahead of that.
Okay.
I had to count the number of songs they sung.
So Guns N' Roses is so great that they only played 2 of their own songs. Which, I have to say, the 2 songs that they played are probably the two best songs that they have. But
yeah, there's other songs I would like to hear as well. I do like their set. We saw them in Chicago for $25, which was an amazing deal.
Because it was 114 fucking degrees with spiders.
No, we was in the nosebleeds, literal last row of the seats. And I don't think they were selling.
On the aisle.
I don't think they were selling that well. Anywho, I wasn't very impressed with their Sabbath covers.
Yeah.
Once they got to their own stuff, I got a little bit more impressed. It was kind of cool to see them up there, but I wasn't like blown away by any means whatsoever.
No. That's one that could have been replaced with somebody else.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know.
So I understand why they're there, because like especially in a rock, like even some people that we met at the bar that we were talked about earlier, they were saying like, oh, I don't really listen to metal so much. I more listen to like Guns N' Roses, Journey, that sort of thing, and it's like.
Yeah, we can have that conversation later about is Guns N' Roses metal. I consider them metal.
I don't. It's rock.
They're metal. Anywho, that's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah. We've already had it when we recorded Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, we can have it again, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, then we get to my favorite band of all time, Metallica.
Yes. And this time we moved to middle.
I wanted to get closer. Yeah. I did want to get a little closer and hear this. Going into this, before getting into their set, this is one where I was like really hard on what songs I thought they were going to play. I think they're going to play this. I hoped they'd play Creeping Death. I wasn't sure if they would. Master of Puppets, they're going to fucking play that. I assumed they'd do Inner Sandman. Another big song of theirs. And then Sad But True. I thought they would do Sad But True.
That makes sense.
Metallica, whenever they do that, you want heavy? Metallica gives you heavy, sad but true.
Yeah.
So I could see them coming out there and James being, again, changing the words or changing it a little bit. Like, you know what? We're here because of Sabbath, because of Ozzy. Metallica wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, which they did say that. Yeah. They introduced the world to heavy. If you would allow us a moment, we would like to play you something a little heavy. And go straight into Sabbath too. Something along those lines of like,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Metallica gives you heavy. Sabbath gave us heavy, and then go into Sad But True.
So our friend from Germany, we're saying friend, our Instagram friend from Germany. Well, we met him.
We've met him twice now.
Yeah.
In Europe, both times.
Yeah.
And hopefully he comes to Chicago next year and next fall.
And we're going to Green
or even
Bay.
this fall. And we're going to do a road trip up to Green Bay because apparently he's a fucking Packers fan.
Yes.
Go Pack Go, he kept saying.
Yes. Anyways.
One of my friends loved it. My other friend who's a Bears fan basically said, fuck off. So when he comes, I'd love to introduce him and go to a Packers game in Green Bay with all three of them.
Yes. But we met with them the night before the show. And we were kind of talking about how the day was going to go and all this stuff. And I was like, that's before the times came out. So I was like, I bet everybody gets 20 minutes. They're going to play like 2 songs of their own and then 1 Sabbath song. And they were like, oh, they're part of the German chapter, St. Germany.
Good fucking chapter name, too.
Yes, it is. Very good. Well, Chitalic is kind of cool, too.
Chitalic is good, too. Yeah. It is, yeah.
But
the St. Germany people seem to do a lot more than Chitalic.
Yeah, they like get together and like go to concerts and stuff like that.
Anywho, this is about the Sabbath show.
But anyways, so they were saying like, like I said that whole thing of like, oh, they'll probably only play like 1 or 2 or 3 songs and then play a Sabbath cover. And they were like, I don't care. It's Metallica playing. And I'm like, that's true.
That is true.
That is so true. Yep. And I mean, that's the same way I was with Lamb of God and Gojira.
Yes.
So,
you wanted more, but you're happy with the little bit you got.
Yes, exactly. So, but Metallica did get the longest intro set. Or
longest set.
Opening set. Yeah. But what did they play?
Because I'm not counting Ozzy as an opener. No. Like it's a co-headlining, right?
It's his shindig.
They played Hole in the Sky, Creeping Death, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Johnny Blade, and they ended with Battery. But they were able to do one more song and actually ended with Master of Puppets.
Yes.
Hole in the Sky and Johnny Blade being the Sabbath covers they picked.
Yep.
Creeping Death. I'm happy they played it. It's my favorite song live. The crowd like die, and hearing this crowd do that, like fucking awesome. For Whom the Bell Tolls, another great fucking old school Metallica song. And Battery too. Like, come on. Yeah. Battery's fucking awesome.
Battery has the energy. I think that's when the pit was going. And I was like, do you want to get into the pit?
I thought about it a little bit.
Did you?
A little bit, yeah. And then Master of Puppets. Of course, they're going to end on that. I thought it was kind of funny that they joked about, like, thank you, good night, or whatever they said. I can't remember.
They had their encore.
They had their encore. And then you see, like, on the video, you just see Lars, like, wait, no, we have, let's do one more. We have time for one more, right? Yeah, of course, like, yeah, it was all planned, but whatever.
Yeah.
And they come out and do Master of Puppets.
Yeah.
So really, for you, that was 2 more songs.
Yes, that's our joke. And what did I tell you after Metallica got done?
I can't remember. What'd you say?
I said...
Oh, yes. This is the last time you'll ever see Metallica as an opener.
Yes.
Maybe. More than likely, yes. It's going to be a very special occasion for them not to be an opener.
We've never seen them as an opener. We've always seen them as a headliner.
Yep.
So to see them open for Ozzy and Sabbath, was kind of cool. And I think you might have said this, but James did a really good tribute of, like, without Sabbath, we would not. Yeah. Nobody in this stadium would be here right now.
Right.
So
metal would be around in some form or another. I truly believe
Rock
that.
Rock would.
I think metal would too.
You think it would have turned into that? I think it would have.
Yeah. I think we'd be here where we are now, a little bit different, but I think metal would still be here in some sort of iteration.
But nobody would be in that stadium.
Exactly. Yes. So that part is true.
Yes.
I did think about that when he said it in my head, honestly. I was like, no, we'd be here. But I was like, wait, no, we wouldn't. Metal would be here somewhere in some form, but we wouldn't be here celebrating this band. Yeah. Creeping Death for me is the moment I started to get a little choked up, I think.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah.
Interesting.
It was more of, Metallica's my favorite band. They're the band that got me into metal. And through my musical journey, I found, through Metallica, Black Sabbath, and so many other amazing bands. So to see them here and to hear James talk about how Sabbath has influenced them and they wouldn't be where they are without Sabbath, it was like, oh, it's fucking awesome. It's sort of, I don't know. It was a great sort of moment. And hearing one of my favorite songs live at that show was also like, holy shit, this is fucking phenomenal. I can't believe we're here. Not just that we're here, but that we were fortunate enough to get tickets to be here. And we're watching it. Like, if we weren't, I would be at home watching it.
Yeah, we would have sat on our couch and watched it.
And I would have watched it on repeat since it got over.
Yeah, I looked into, like, buying it even so we could watch it again.
Oh, really?
Or, like, afterwards. But you could only watch it for, like, 48 hours.
Yes.
So, like, we would not have been able to watch it because we had Slayer the next day and then we flew home the next day.
Right.
So there was no time for us to watch it.
Yeah.
So
I would have bought it for that, too.
I know. Like, if we weren't going to Slayer, I would maybe buy it and then we could have just, like, watched half of it and then watched half of it before getting on the plane or something.
We didn't talk about this with the live stream either, that there were 2 prices. There was, like, the $30 ticket. And then there's like a $60 or $70 ticket that got you the shirt.
Oh, got you the t-shirt.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, again, I would have bought the shirt version for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. $70 for a shirt and this concert. Like, come on. That's fucking, that's a steal right there.
During 2020, we spent money like that all the time.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, then again, it was 2020, so.
Anywho, Metallica, fucking phenomenal set. Fucking killed it. It was great. It was so fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad they got a longer set so that you could watch them play a little bit longer.
Yeah, it was fun to see them up there too. It was a blast. It really, really was. And then we get into Ozzy Osbourne. His set consisted of, I Don't Know, Mr. Crawley, Suicide Solution, Mama, I'm Coming Home, and of course, the fucking Crazy Train.
Crazy Train is the song that you hate the most in the entire world.
Fucking honestly hate that song. It was always on the radio. I used to love it. The first time I heard it, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Now I think it's a fucking garbage song. I really do hate this song with a passion because it's overplayed. It's all over the place. It's every sporting event you go to, you hear it. And like the non-metal heads are singing it. And it's like, you don't fucking like this music. Why do you like this? You'll hear it in the grocery store. Like, don't miss these crazy deals as the train rolls by. Get your quinoa at the Whole Foods or some bullshit like that. I don't fucking know. Like, come on. Like, I fucking hate Crazy Train so much. Fine, Randy Rhoads is awesome. I agree. Fuck that song so goddamn much. I hate it. Anywho, the rest of the set. Let's get to that.
Yes, since you got that out of your system.
Oh, fuck.
So basically, Ozzy comes out in a black throne.
Yes.
Similar to what he sat in for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes, yes.
I have not watched all of. I've only seen clips.
You haven't watched that? I thought we watched it.
Not the whole thing.
I thought we did on YouTube. It was all on YouTube. We watched all of it, I thought.
I don't think I have.
We have at least once.
Okay.
It was late at night when we were doing like the video searching and whatnot, and just watching music videos.
Okay, maybe I was like doing something else too. I know we've
watched it.
Okay,
yeah.
I know I've seen clips of it. I didn't think I've watched the whole thing. But anyways, so basically, we don't see any of that coming out because we were in the back. But obviously, if you're close to the stage, you could see it that he came out of the stage and then they kind of pulled him back, sort of thing. But when the video finally came on, it's just him sitting there singing. I think it was in the middle of him singing. I don't know when the video finally turned on, if I remember right.
I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
There were toward the end, there were a few technical difficulties with the videos.
Yeah.
Either starting up and the video not being there, especially with like playing the band on there.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah.
But, and then, just going into, I don't know, Mr. Crawley, Suicide Solution.
Black Sabbath was playing, not Black Sabbath, Zach Wild.
Yes.
Was up there playing with him again. Yeah. That was fucking awesome to see.
I think I got teary-eyed at Mr. Crawley.
Okay.
For that reason, thinking that this is the last time Zach's playing. No, I'm going to cry again.
Yeah, no. I thought the same thing of like, I don't know. I felt the same way. I thought the same thing. I don't know. You just keep going. Yeah, as I said, I'm not the biggest Ozzy Osbourne fan of the music, mainly because it's on the radio repeat over and over and over, and I've heard it to death. I love seeing him play in 2017 when we saw him, something like that, whenever it was. I love seeing this show. I appreciate everything he's given us through his music and his art, and seeing just the respect from the fans up there was phenomenal. Seeing Zach up there playing with him again was fucking phenomenal. It was awesome. And then of course we have Mama, I'm Coming Home, which we're not going to talk about. Like, this is fucking emotional. I don't want to be sad. This was fucking sad. I really thought he'd play this. I really hoped he'd play this. It's perfect. It's fitting. He came home and put on a killer fucking show. And this is about when I think I started crying for sure. So, it was an emotional night. It was fun. It was fucking awesome. Not going to spend too much time on Ozzy because I don't want to be sad. That's about it.
Anyways, I had a lot to say, and I can't because I can't control my emotions. But
very similar thoughts, basically.
Yes, but during Ozzy's set is when I started having the feeling of I can't believe we're here.
Gotcha.
And then that just made I basically wore my sunglasses and just had tears running down my face his entire performance or his entire time on stage, and I was embarrassed. But then talking to other people, they did the same thing. I've seen a lot of videos now online where they zoomed in on people's faces. Hopefully mine wasn't one of them, but of people crying. So I was not alone in crying.
I know you sent me an Instagram story or some shit, I don't know, the other day of the isolated the isolated vocals of Mama, I'm Coming Home. And I started to listen to it, and I got like a second in, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not watching this. You
don't want to be sad.
I don't want to be sad.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sad. You can hear it in his voice. You could hear it there. Like, no, no, not going to be sad.
It's hard to watch. It's very hard to watch.
We left the sad bit, and we went on the crazy train, and cool. I ranted about that enough.
We should have ranted about that now so that I could get out of my whole sadness.
Should have, yeah. Crazy Train was awesome. It was an awesome song. Don't get me wrong. The crowd was fucking phenomenal for that. Everybody was emotional, as you said.
I think so going from Mama, I'm Coming Home into Crazy Train, I think kind of helped bring the mood back. I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
Yeah.
But it did bring, like this somber mood back to
it did.
The energy.
It really did. It brought the energy back.
Yeah.
Which, again, it's a great fucking song because it can do that. Just that little...
Yeah.
At the very beginning,
yeah.
I like...
Yeah.
It
is overplayed.
It is it's a great song. I just fucking hate it.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I agree with you. That's a good place to put that in Mama. Like those two songs where they are placed. That's a great way to bring the energy back and end your set and go off for Sabbath to come on.
Yes.
Fucking phenomenal sets. Really, really fucking emotional.
Was there a break between Ozzy and Sabbath?
There was.
Oh, there was. And it was quite long.
It was a very long break.
I'm assuming Ozzy needed a break.
I think so too.
I'm assuming that's what happened.
It seemed longer than normal. I remember getting a little irritated about how long the break was. And then I was like, why the fuck am I irritated? Like, let them do their fucking thing. Yeah. Calm down. It's going to be phenomenal. Even if they come out and play one song, it's going to be fucking awesome. Yeah. But they didn't. They came out and they played 4 songs. Yep. I thought they played 5.
No, I think it was only 4. They were supposed to play 7.
Yeah, 4. All right.
I think they were supposed to play. They had other songs. I don't know.
I think they had up to 7 to play.
Yeah.
Whatever. I can't remember. But the songs they played were War Pigs, NIB, Iron Man, and they ended with Paranoid.
I liked hearing Iron Man.
I did too.
And I liked War Pigs. War Pigs was fun. But War Pigs is a song that you were excited to hear.
It was the song I wanted to hear the most.
Like, I can't remember.
For the crowd.
Yes. I can't remember what concert we were at, but they played it, and you're like, I can't wait to hear that when we're in England. I think it was like a couple months before.
I can't remember. Like, it always comes on during the house music, right?
Yeah.
Where it comes on and the whole crowd sings it. Everybody knows the song. Generals gather in their masses. Like, it's fucking awesome. Everybody sings along with it. It's so fucking cool.
So, sorry, I had to bring this up right now, but after the show, like we got on a train to go back to the city center, and like they let so many people up this stairs at a time or whatever. And the train that we happened to get on had like 4 women that were probably going to a club or something. Mm-hmm. And they're like, where are you guys coming from? And we're like, everybody's like Sabbath, like Black Sabbath or whatever. They're like, play some music. And in my head, I'm like, I thought of War Pigs. I'm like, if we all just start singing that right now.
I thought the same thing. And I thought all I need to do is just shout out, generals gather in their masses.
Yes. And the whole train would have opened up.
And we should have done that.
We should have.
Because they started singing Taylor Swift.
They did.
And then it was like, if we just,
if we would have just been
one person just shouts out, generals gather in their masses.
Yes.
Like it would have been fucking brilliant.
The whole train would have just erupted.
Yes.
And then these 4 young women who are
drunk out of their fucking mind already.
They were drinking wine on the train.
They were passing wine around and taking pulls off of it. They had like 2 bottles or 3 bottles that they were doing that. Like, I mean, it was
it's a cheap
cool.
way before going to the club.
Oh, yeah. So. I forgot about that though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was probably a major highlight for me is hearing the crowd sing.
Pigs. Yeah.
I fucking loved it. It was great. The crowd was fucking awesome and like getting into it. NIB was fucking awesome. I loved that song. Iron Man was great.
Yeah.
And Paranoid, the album is my all-time favorite metal album of all time. I think it's the greatest metal album ever.
I never heard you say that.
Maybe
you have, but
yeah, you see lists come out and it's like always in the top 5. I think the last list I saw, and I hate these like top lists and whatnot. We've done many episodes on the top lists and our hatred for them, which is sort of
but our year. Do our top 6 at the end of the year.
Right, but we do it a little differently, right? It's like
we do.
It's not like definitively here's the best album.
Yeah.
It's always Master of Puppets is up there in like number 2, and then it's either Paranoid or Black Sabbath, their first album, is like number 1, and then like the other one is like number 3 or some shit like that. Yeah. But Paranoid for me is the album. I fucking love that album. And they played 3 tracks off of that: War Pigs, Iron Man, Paranoid. Like, it's like, fuck, this is brilliant. This is so fucking good. The crowd was into it. It was fucking perfect. One comment though I did see on Reddit a long time when this was announced of what would be awesome is if they put Ozzy in one of those exoskeletons.
So he could stand up.
And he comes out and stands up with the exoskeleton and starts Iron Man with I am Iron Man. Yeah. Like that melding of like, oh, that would have been so fucking brilliant.
Yeah. At the show, Ozzy did say at some point, I can't remember if it was during Black Sabbath or during his own set, like he spent 6 years basically immobile, like not be able to do anything. And he's like, and it fucking sucks. And then especially like on Instagram, you could see, and I think people might have got the clips from like the live stream, but I saw it a couple times from the screens. But there was so many times where he's trying to stand himself up and he just couldn't.
He wanted to stand so bad.
He wanted to so bad.
Like, he would shake, his legs would shake a bit. He would put his hands on the handlebars or the arms
of the chair, yeah.
And, like, push up and, like, very jumpy and jittery. I know he's been doing, like, physical therapy to try to, like, prep for this show. And just, he wanted to stand so bad. And that, to me, was a little heart-wrenching as well. Of like, oh, he just wants to stand one time for this crowd. And if he did, fuck, it would have erupted. Like, it would have been fucking insane there, I think. Like, but he didn't, and it doesn't matter. He didn't have to. It was fucking perfect. Yeah. It was so fucking good.
And, like, so many people were like, oh, he's not going to sing. Like, I even thought maybe that. Like, I was like, oh, maybe he'll just be on the stage, like, off to the side. And other people, like, 'cause we knew all the guest singers. We didn't know how it was going to work.
Okay. I could see that before him using backing tracks or anything like that. I was like, there's no fucking way.
Oh, no. I didn't think backing tracks. Who said that?
I don't know. I've seen comments or I've heard people say, like, I heard is sort of a weird term nowadays with, like, the internet and whatnot.
You read something.
Yeah. At some point, I could have sworn I heard somebody say, oh, he's going to use backing tracks. Of course he's going to use backing tracks. I was like, there's no fucking way he's going to do that. If anything, I agree with you. It would have been James comes back out. Yep. David comes back out. Randy comes back out, which they sort of did with the tributes throughout the day.
Yeah. No, to play more songs than what they actually got played,
And there were some overlaps, some duplicate songs. Electric Funeral, Mr. Crawley with sort of the Jack Black and then the Ozzy singing it.
Yeah.
I didn't give two fucks about the duplicate songs. Like, sometimes I would have, like, if this was a normal show, I would have been kind of a little upset. I mean, fuck, look at Tool in the Sands. They played the same songs
the same
for the same songs. Yeah. And people are wanting to sue. Here, not a single fucking person ever once was like, I'm going to sue because they played Mr. Crawley twice.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, this was fucking brilliant. This was so fucking good.
Yeah. No, it was a fantastic night. I want to say I want to do it again, but I know it won't happen.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen.
It won't happen again.
They ended with a cool fireworks display.
They did. Yeah, like they went across the stadium. It was really cool.
It was great.
That I did not take any video of. I was just like...
Oh, I took a video of all
you?
That, yeah.
I was just like watching. Like that was the moment. Well, a lot of... I mean, obviously I even said it with Mastodon. I didn't even take a video. But I was just enjoying it. Like I was just taking it all in.
I was trying to do that as much as I could. And like it's a once in a lifetime concert. It's the greatest metal concert of all time. Yep. Probably will ever be.
Yeah.
It's going to take something big, maybe a Metallica farewell of the same caliber. But I don't see that happening.
But it won't be the same.
It won't be the same. It won't be the same.
For us, it'll be the same. Like it'll be very special for us because Metallica is big in, especially getting you into metal. But it's not going to be this.
Sure, I agree. It would be close to this, I think. But I also don't see that happening with them at this point in their life. It could happen. I don't think it will.
I think they'll do a farewell 5-year tour or something.
I think they're going to play till they die.
Well, that too.
And then it's just over. Like it's
it's done.
It's done. It's after that. It's done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking about that too, as you said. Like Metallica got me into metal. Like so, it would be this way for me with Metallica if it was a similar show. I think it's going to be cool. You're already seeing this with like people who, like me, point to Metallica. They're the influence that got me into metal. And then you can draw a line from Metallica to Sabbath and Ozzy. And then Lamb of God as well. You can draw a line from Lamb of God to Sabbath. You're going to have new bands who are going to be like, who influenced me? It was Metallica. It was Lamb of God. And then these new bands are going to come big today. Like maybe Sleep Token, right? Maybe they're the biggest metal band right now. New metal band right now. 10 years from now, there's going to be a new big metal band that can say, Sleep Token got me into it. And then 10 years after that, so on and so forth.
Yep.
The thing, though, is you're going to be able to draw a line from that band directly back to Sabbath.
What is that, like the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, exactly.
Or 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, however you say it. It's like everything goes back to Sabbath.
Yeah, it's like a tree. They're the root of the tree. Everything stems from Sabbath. Which is so fucking true, and it was awesome to see. This was our first, we didn't say this, our first Sabbath show.
Yeah, I've never seen Sabbath.
I never thought I would ever see Sabbath. Right. Yeah. So that was fucking amazing to see.
Yeah.
Everything alone was just so fucking amazing.
One thing I wish we would have been able to do, but we didn't have a car, like we didn't rent a car, was to go see the Meal House or whatever, where the Black Sabbath
cover of the first album
was. I saw a lot of people obviously made that pilgrimage out there. But yeah, like we didn't. Well, we only had 4 days, including the Slayer concert, and then also we
had 4 days and we cut it short by going to another concert.
Yes.
So any other exploring we did, we wouldn't be able to do.
Yeah, exactly. So.
I don't know.
I don't know. I am so grateful that we were able to go. Obviously, we got very lucky that the queue was
we landed in the queue where we landed. We landed
in the queue where we were. I remember texting or messaging with some people on Instagram before, the night before, the week of or whatever, and I was like, may the ticket gods be in your favor. They were obviously in our favor that night or that day, because that night, I guess it was in the middle of the night for us, but we were able to get the tickets and be able to make it all work. So
yeah, and this was one I've been holding close to this, not telling people we were going to.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't tell,
because I felt bad a bit, because it's there's so many people that want to go to this, and I don't want to feel like we're bragging by any means. I
felt awkward. Obviously, we told our German friend that we were going so we could meet up. Family knew that we were going, but yeah, I don't think we told very many other people. That's
just. It would have been different if this was more of a tour, but this is a one show, one time thing. And I don't know. I would have been upset. And there were some salty people in the comments for sure.
Yes. Well, we did a whole episode on fake fans. And this is the show that it came from, is saying that people are fake fans who got tickets. I didn't see one fake fan there.
No, fuck no. Everybody do that.
They were just mad that they didn't get a ticket.
Which I understand.
I understand too.
I do.
And you know what? If we wouldn't have got tickets and wouldn't have been able to go, I probably would have had some FOMO.
For sure.
Even though we would have watched it. And we would have made a whole thing out of it. Watching it, we would have done an episode about watching it.
Oh, fuck
we would have done everything that we're doing now, we would have done, just we had the opportunity to be in the field.
The context we wouldn't have is being there.
Yeah.
We would have seen the show live, the 2-hour delay or whatnot, right? From our couch. Maybe we would have found people to go with, or maybe we would have found something.
Did a little party thing. Yeah.
Maybe Kuma's was playing it or something like that. I don't know. Maybe we could have talked to Kuma's and had them play it or something. We would have done something, right?
I bet somewhere around here did something.
Probably. So. We the only other thing we would have missed out then is the people. We met so many fucking amazing people. Talked to so many people. Made new friends from Belgium that hopefully are friends for life.
I hope that we go to one of the festivals that they go to or something.
Yeah, you're Facebook friends with them. Yeah, I'm not on Facebook. You are, and it's they were so cool. Everybody we met was just so happy, and I don't know.
Got to meet Jose Mengen in the
airport
security line.
Talk to him for a bit,
as we snake through the line. So I don't know, and we just talked to so many people at the concert. Yeah. Also, and
just walking around the city as well. The Dublin parent, the dad and the son from Dublin.
Yep.
This is his son's first show.
I know. Could you imagine this was your first concert?
It's downhill from here for him. It doesn't get better.
Maybe you should have started a little lower.
but talking to them was fucking awesome.
The group of 5 from Cork that we met on the train.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about
Ireland.
them. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just the thing, is just be able to talk to, it really shows, going to Europe really shows how big the metal community is.
For us, because you're in a different country where you're not familiar,
but we're familiar with the atmosphere of the metal.
Yeah. Right.
Because what I was going to say is if you keep going to shows in your same city, say we only went to shows in either Chicago or Milwaukee, we see the same people all the time. But it's when you go to a different country or even to a different city to see a show, it's you have the same conversations.
I was going to say, because I've experienced that just even going to Denver for the first time.
Yeah. I was just saying
see somebody in a black shirt that looks like you. They're probably the same as you. Talk about music. You'll instant friends right away.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's how we started talking to the Belgium couple on the train, or Belgium table. I mean, it was 3 of them, so it's weird to say a couple, but to talk to them on the train, it's they saw our shirts. We didn't have Sabbath shirts on, but they're like, oh, you went to the show. It's yeah, we're going back to London so we could go to Slayer. And they're like, oh my gosh, so are we. So then that's how it all started. And it's just it
was fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's just a community. And So when we got back to Chicago, and I didn't know bringing this up on the podcast, but I'm going to bring it up right now. Coming back to Chicago, we were on the train back from the airport, and we were at like the Jackson station to transfer trains. And I was just standing there, and I'm like, the high from the weekend's over, but also we're not around our people anymore. And it's like, when we were in Spain, there's a lot of Metallica fans there. When we were in Birmingham, obviously, not everybody's there for Black Sabbath, but we were around a lot of Black Sabbath people. So it's like coming back home, it's like, oh, we're the only two. I mean, we're not the only two in Chicago, but at that time, we were the only two.
Yeah, until you go to your next show.
Exactly.
And then you're back with your community again.
Exactly.
So go find your people at live music. Yep. Go check out fucking live music. It might not be the greatest show ever or the best metal show ever or whatnot. Who gives a fuck? You're at live music with your community, and that's more important, honestly. Being in the community with the people. And for me, thank you, Black Sabbath. Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you, Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Gojira, Lamb of God, Mother of Graves. They weren't here.
You wore a Mother of Graves shirt, yes.
Chimera, Hatebreed, Amon Amarth. All of my fucking favorite bands ever. Thank you for putting your art out there, putting yourself out there, and building this community that I love so much. So, thank you. Go see live music. Be with your people. It's fucking awesome.
Yep. Bye.